Okay, folks, welcome to the Kevin Holly Show.
How do I stop it?
Viewer discretion is advised.
You are listening to the Kevin Holly Show.
The Kevin Holly Show.
The Kevin Holly Show. The Kevin Holly Show. Kevin Holly.
Welcome to the Kevin Holly Show.
You are listening to the Kevin Holly Show.
I'm strictly dickly.
Come on, if you're sucking, you're listening to the Kevin Holly Show.
You are listening to the Kevin Holly Show. And Kevin Holly and everyone else.
You're listening to the Kevin Holly Show. Why? Because your mother told you not to. Turn the freaking volume up, you monkey.
You are listening to my best friend on the Kevin Holly Show.
You are listening to the Kevin Holly Show.
The thrill of victory. And the agony of defeat.
Oh! He needs some milk.
It's worse than throwing cats in the river. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Kevin.
Come on,
If you're sucking, you're listening to the Kevin Holly Show.
You're listening to the Kevin Holly Show.
My name is Morgan Freeman, and you're listening to the Kevin Holly Show.
You got the two brothers coming at me.
And it's not going to you, Kevin. Do you know why? Because you're a cunt.
Come on,
If you're sucking, you're listening to the Kevin Holly Show.
Trying to call the Kevin Holly Show. Hello, nobody's answering. Muy bien, como va? Well, I tried to call you, Kevin, and, you didn't pick up the phone, so I guess nobody's listening. Nobody cares. That's right. Nobody cares. Anyways, call me back, Kevin. Hello.
You are listening to the Kevin Holly Show.
Come on,
If you're sucking, you're listening to the Kevin Holly Show.
This radio person is the whole problem. Are we going to allow this guy to be heard by anyone who can turn a dial?
Got a pirate radio station.
Nobody knows who he is.
You out there? You listening?
Man.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Kevin Holly Show. I'm your host, Kevin Holly, and I don't think I want to do the show tonight. I'm just going to hand it over to, normally my co-host would take over for me. If I'm not
Hey!
I didn't say you could speak yet. Welcome, everybody. We've got Philbert in the house tonight, along with, you would hope it would be Pops, but sitting in for Pops tonight in his chair. Not the wheelchair, but Pops' spot. The one and only magnificent Stan Down Deyo.
Woo! I brought my piss pouch, if that helps. What?
That's good that you did. We'll empty it out during the first break and the second break. And who was that handsome tall fellow next to you there?
There's another guy in here?
There's another guy in here. The one and only. Did I already say magnificent for you? What? It's got to top that. The super special Stephen Henry.
Yes, I'm very special. Extremely special.
Stephen Henry, stand-up comic, also host of a podcast, How to Die Alone. heard on the IRN, Internet Radio Network. Congratulations on that.
It's a pretty big accomplishment.
I'm impressed, man.
They don't just let anyone on there.
Wow. I have a feeling tonight there's going to be a lot of shots fired, man. I just have a feeling.
No.
So welcome to the show, everybody.
Thank you for having us here, bro.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you all showing up.
That was the greatest 45-minute drive of my life.
It was only 45 minutes?
No, because it took 8 minutes to get gas at the fucking store here in Newport Richey.
Did you go to the one across the street from the dump tower?
No, it was down a little bit, but
okay.
I went in and I said, $2.50 on pump 14. Wasn't really $2.50, but you know.
Yeah, I did.
And she goes, 15? I said, no, 14. I go out there, she still put it on 15. So I hung it up and took it off like 14 times. So it was an 8-minute transaction for a 3-minute pump job.
So you have a lot of 3-minute pump jobs with 14 and 15
year-olds.
Dude, you're giving me credit. 3 minutes. Commercials are usually 2.5, bro.
That's
to
really,
get it over with.
Those boys are really old. Oh my God! All right. So if you're listening to us on Spreaker or on KevinHollyShow.com,
we apologize.
Check us out in the chat room. We do have a chat room available. Welcome Nitwit.tv. We've got Darren Smith, our sponsor, listening to us. We should all be on our toes, man.
Well, like Al-Anon? Like what kind of sponsor?
It's marijuanagolf.com.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, marijuanagolf.com.
Two of the greatest things on earth, marijuana and golf.
Go on marijuanagolf.com and type in the Kevin Holly Show in the promo box. Get $10 off a beautiful, breathable polo. I can't even talk, man.
Smoking weed and golfing is like drinking beer and bowling. They just go hand in hand, right?
I wouldn't know. I've done neither of those things in my life ever.
So you don't use your own product you're advertising?
They don't sell marijuana.
That's great advertising.
It's so great I don't use it.
Well, it's legal in certain states, I guess.
Huh? Does it have to be legal to do it?
I don't think so. I mean, people.
I hope not, because I did that shit on the way here.
You did marijuana driving?
As soon as I saw the cop, I rolled the windows up so the smoke wasn't billowing out.
Well, you know, if you just do it like a suppository, then there's no problem with the smoke. You know, I mean, so I've heard. That's what I mean. What?
You could just have edibles. You don't need to shove it up your ass, Kevin.
I thought that's what edibles were.
It's not Buddy puts up his ass, it's Buddies.
Oh, and I got 3 of them in the studio.
Oh, no, you got 1. We're just chilling.
So thanks for coming, Stephen. I appreciate it.
Seriously, though, this is awesome, isn't it, Stephen? How does it feel to be in a real studio?
Is that what this is? No,
how's it feel to be in Hoppy's studio?
Oh, come on. Hoppy was almost going to come tonight, and I didn't hear. Is that crickets?
Is that the Matt Williams one?
Crickets.
Is Matt Williams here?
You just cricket me? I'll sadfish you right fucking now, I swear to God.
Yeah, Hoppy was he was going to come, and I didn't hear from him, overnight when you guys decided to come. So when I finally heard from him, it was like this afternoon, and I'm like, well, dude, I mean, I don't really have any open seats. I mean, it's a long drive to come and sit and watch.
That would have been awesome.
To put him right in the middle.
I would have loved for Hoppy to be here.
Son of a bitch, man! I thought that would have been rude, because I already had 2 people coming.
Oh no!
I'm sorry, Hoppy.
To talk this shit right into his face. I mean, what do you mean?
Well, I'm certain he's listening, so he can.
I doubt it.
Oh, he's in the.
Does he listen?
Yeah.
Hi, Hoppy. I love you. See, I could have had my hand in his lap right now.
I know, and he probably wouldn't have liked that.
Poor
Hand,
Steven.
head, either way.
Huh?
Hand or head, either way.
Yeah.
Like,
homie. You know what I mean?
Hoppy's homies.
Hoppy's homies.
That's how he does it.
Hoppy's homers.
That's why I give him so much studio time, man. Wait a minute. You gotta have the soundboard. Speaking of Hoppy, I've got this for him here.
You're a gentleman and a scholar.
There's only one scholar in the room.
I know. Thank you for recognizing that.
Steven. How you doing?
Yeah. You said Steven.
Stefan.
I'll be Stefan.
You'll be Stefan. He's very soft-spoken. Have you noticed that?
He seems like, like Philbert was asking me in the parking lot. He's like, so tell me about Stephen Henry. What kind of guy is he?
He has 2 first names, for starters.
If you talk into your microphone...
It's not this. It's something's wrong.
No,
I'm talking into it.
Talking to the sweet spot, Phil. It's right here. Right here. Don't do that.
You got to get it with your tongue.
I mean, how long have you been doing this?
The problem is I always get the defective equipment. Like, for instance, you guys keep cutting out my right ear.
Or is it that you don't position it properly and you got to do this?
Right on top of it, and it still doesn't work.
Yeah.
Well, come here, I'll show you. It works.
Say that to all the guys. That's called rape, Phil.
We can do 35 Kevin Holly breaks by the time I'm done.
You see, okay, here's the problem. The sweet spot is clearly marked with Sharpie, and you are talking away from it.
Clearly marked with Sharpie.
I see no Sharpie.
That's not the sweet spot right
This
here.
is. And it doesn't make any difference.
Now it does.
That's because I'm yelling.
Okay, I'll turn you up. But I'll tell you what, man, if you get hot on me, it wouldn't be the first time.
So listen, we're talking about doing drugs and how they're illegal, right?
No.
Go on.
I found out today that, have you ever heard of a mixer? You know what a mixer is?
It's a bar.
What do you mean, like a swingers thing?
That's the first thing that comes to mind, right?
Yeah.
And I thought I had friends in the lowest places possible. Coming to find out, not so much. So a mixer is when you take alcohol and cocaine, mix it together, and shoot it up. Well,
that sounds healthy.
This cat that I've known for a long time and had no idea that he was into this shit did this. They found him in his bathroom with his wife's underwear on, condom over 2 fingers, and he died of a heart attack. So we can only paint the rest of the story. And this is a real story that happened today.
Did they...
I mean...
Breaking news on the Kevin Holly Show.
Like, here's the thing is, I'm not going to mix
you don't have a
alcohol and cocaine and shoot it up, but I might put a condom on my fingers and see if that shit works.
Ladies
Don't sit on the toilet.
It is now time for strange news on the Kevin Holly Show. Kevin Holly Show. Kevin Holly Show. Kevin Holly Show.
What?
That intro was longer than my story.
Sorry, I was just... Steven asked, I had it loaded up.
Well, I thought he would have a breaking news thing. It would just be like...
But I mean, is that messed up?
Yeah.
I mean, what's the strangest, like, other than in celebrity deaths, you know what I mean? Like, you're in this business, so I mean, you know rock stars and shit, right?
Oh, sure, yeah, lots
like
of them.
Sunshine and Bullets. I know they're plopping shit up their butt.
Wow.
I don't know it for a fact.
Shots fired again.
You know it, but you don't know it.
It's a guess.
Like what kind of stuff?
Yeah, what do you mean? Are they like what are they called? Mules? Are they mules?
No,
like they got in the Glix box.
Oh, okay. Wait, are you saying that Rich is putting dildos in his butt?
Did I say Rich?
It's only a matter. It's only a matter of time before they're giving themselves like vodka enemas.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, dude.
Have you ever had an enema?
No, but it's funny you mentioned that. I brought one to the studio tonight, and whoever loses the pyramid game is going to have a Kevin Holly Show enema.
Are you serious?
No, are you kidding me?
Well, I was going to lose on purpose.
Oh, man.
What?
That's not a bad idea. We should go do that. Or maybe just a douche. Like a douche. Well, we have a douchebag, Phil.
Since Aaron's on the road, we got Phil.
One of the only problems with, like, enemas is you develop a dependency.
What? Really?
An addiction or a dependency?
Like a dependency. Like, you won't be able to shit without an enema if you do it too often.
Is that why they call those
It's
diapers
just-
depends?
You're kidding, right?
No, it's the same thing as like when people take Miralax and shit like that. Like,
Are you trying to scare me out of enemas?
I mean, it's your ass. You do what you want with it, but...
He does what he wants with it.
Who are you pointing at? Allegedly.
He's pointing in general. Going to be on the stand train.
The umpire's home runs.
I would think you would have to do that a lot for your body to like.
Are you speaking from experience?
No,
Stephen?
no.
Okay.
It's probably a medical problem that they know about from like seniors and stuff like that have problems that constantly have to have, someone coming to the house, a nurse or whatever, and do that to them every day. I'm sure that builds up pretty quick.
Philbert, way to step up to the plate and defend our guest.
We should ask Pops about that.
Oh yeah, well he'd be like, "What?
I got an enema in Korea."
I just burped the colostomy bag.
Would you accuse him of doing just now to the guest?
He
defended
stepped
him.
up to the plate and defended our guest.
He defended him?
Yeah, because I said I didn't
That's
accuse
a piss
him.
poor co-host. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I know. Well, we're a loving family here in the Kevin Holly Show, man. I'm going to see how many times I can say the Kevin Holly Show.
There's
loving shit's all about.
There's no defense at open mic. Mike just stays quiet the whole time. Like that's pretty much.
You know how long it took me to get him to do that? That's a lot of training.
That's funny. You know how many times I had to put my dick in his mouth to shut him up?
He's like, my name's on the board. Shut up.
Now he's just like, I don't want that in my mouth anymore. I'll just be quiet.
Like I wasn't trying to hire Robin fucking Quivers over here.
Well, she
I wish I was black.
You could be tonight if you played the cards right.
I get all the free tuition.
Robin Givens got raped by Mike Tyson, right?
No, Robin Quivers.
Quivers. She got raped by Mike Tyson.
Robin Givens did.
It's a different person.
Speaking of quivering, Glick's in the house.
Hey, are you? Oh, what's up, Glick in the house? Wow, everybody just be quiet for a second. See if Glick can hear us.
Let's have a moment of silence for Glick.
Hey, Glick, is it echoing?
Is there an echo? No, that's you ask Hoss that. Rob Hoss. Hassan Pfeffer.
I say in honor of Glick, at the end of this show, we all fall into a pool table and start crying and go to bed.
Dude, every time I watch
signature move?
His finishing move. Yeah. Show's over.
8-ball corner, what?
He's bringing out the pool table. It's a sobber knocker.
He's real close to the wall, so he gets a short stick.
Black ball, back pocket. Whoa. What? Shots fired.
It's like bumper pool. He uses the box chin.
Oh, can you imagine? That's like Glick at a fucking like a dance club, you know? He's like a ball on a bumper pool table. He's just kind of bouncing around from dude to dude.
He's got dildo glow sticks and he's out there.
PJ, you can beatbox, right? You just got to.
Can you do it?
No. Come on.
I used to be able to, but now I just spit everywhere.
I know. I never actually understood why that was like a thing.
Because
it was the 80s.
Yeah. And also, people didn't have money for
it. Didn't
sound
good.
You know, they had buckets and beatboxes,
they were like
man.
Rappers. They had money.
No, that was before they were famous rappers.
Yeah.
Were they?
Well, yeah. Look at the Fat Boys.
They were famous rappers.
Back to Glick. Fat boy.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. He's going to the gym.
Wow, Steven is looking at me like, who are these dudes? I don't know, man. I'm sorry.
I mean, who the hell is Glick?
Glick is a friend of ours. He does a Periscope show, of all things. Now, he's not a stand-up comic. He's not a podcaster or radio personality or anything like that. He just sits in front of a camera in his man cave with a box of dildos behind him, and he stares at it and talks to the people in the chat for like 3, 4, 7 hours.
So it's like the Bill Burr podcast meets like Silence of the Lambs?
Kind of, yeah. Except nobody
Silence
dies.
of the Lambs more so. But
what a big old fat boy.
Periscope to me is garbage.
Oh, yeah.
But this guy I met through Kevin, and he was...
Did he just get into that because...
he checked into my show quite a bit, so out of respect, I figured I'd go check his show out. Well, I was going to hang out for like 15 minutes, just, 3.5 hours later, we're both drunk as shit, listening to freaking Boys to Men.
How many breaks were there?
He doesn't take breaks. He takes like a 45-second piss break.
That's what I find amazing. He has like 306 beers, and then he's like, I gotta piss, I'll be right back. And he just walks away, and there's just the garage or whatever, and there's still music playing, and people are chatting with each other at that point, and he's back in like 15 seconds. How do you, first of all, where do you go to piss that's that close? And then second, does he just empty the valve? Does he have a piss bag? That's what I'm wondering. How does he pee so fast?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
There's a lot of weight pushing that shit out. So when you go...
It's not that big.
Gravity.
Yeah.
What's your favorite TV show? Gravity Falls.
Where's the soundboard? There we go.
Took me a second. Oh, you know what I did? I brought something new. I actually have a lot of new things for tonight, man. I've got a stylus. So now I can actually just...
You're a gentleman and a scholar.
What's that, Stan? Jesus, man, be quiet. Oh, my God. Anyway, so, wait.
Me too.
It doesn't even work, dude. Stop touching things. Stop touching things, man. Oh, I should warn you, Steven, the hard drive is by that little koozie, so please don't jostle the hard drive or else everything will be like...
So if I need to save my career, that's where I go.
Exactly, yes. Speaking of your career...
Not in this room, bro.
Again, we've got Stephen Henry and Stan Down Deyo. Stan Down Deyo from Open Mic Live, the show. What's the website for the show?
So, Stephen...
I always get it wrong. Is it Open Mic...
It's openmictheshow.com, and that's
okay.
because Mike's lazy and refuses to start a new domain. So listen.
Anyway, Stephen.
So how long have you been doing How to Die Alone now?
December 4th, so...
Okay, thanks for that. You're not on the stand. Where were you December 4th at 3 a.m.? No.
Yeah. What were you eating?
Math.
About 4 months.
About 4 months. And how do you feel that you progressed since then? Do you think you're doing a lot better now, or not really?
As good as I can for having Matt Williams on the show.
And Matt Williams, listen, bud, that's the star of your freaking show, just so you know.
Is it?
Yeah, you can let David Wayne go anytime now. No, don't do that.
You don't want to let him go. You know what he might fall on? That fucking fat son of a bitch.
Jesus. He falls on something, it's done, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
But, that's a pretty good little cast you got going on there.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't say it's little, Stan. Sorry.
So listen,
beating a dead horse, man.
So here's the thing: is you learned to shut up a long time ago. You realize that your job is to run the boards and just pop in every now and then, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you did that way back in the beginning, right?
People can have dreams, though, Stan.
No one's talking to you. And then
shots fired.
I'm just kidding. I won't shoot until later. Ow!
Sorry.
God damn warnings, you bullshit! This sounds like the last porn I watched. So, I mean, I like it, right, Kevin? I mean, that's pretty good. I think you did well. Because you have Matt Williams, who is a laugh track. You have David Wayne, who's actually funny. And you have Stephen Henry, who knows exactly what the fuck to do.
A bored monkey, we call that in the industry. You'll be familiar as your career progresses.
That just sounded rude. A bored monkey. That's what I am right now.
That's pretty good,
Stan. You don't have any chimp sound effects?
I don't know. Maybe I do. Let me look here. I got this.
That's close enough.
That's a donkey.
How many sound effects do you have on that thing?
It's unlimited. How many would you like me to have?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Can you record sound effects?
I can. Would you like to hear some of the ones I've recorded recently?
Yeah.
Okay, I can do that for you right now.
It's got to be better content than what we're doing right now.
It might be. How about this?
You got the monster truck one?
Oh, now you got requests for sounds.
Let's go for all the hits.
You know you made it when you got
you got Stairway to Heaven?
Monster Truck.
Oh, there we go.
2017. It'll make your head spin.
Sorry.
This is why you don't talk on your show.
In your face. You just got pwned.
Which one do you think you use the most?
So it goes from like the monster truck guy to the Halo guy?
Do you even know the Halo guy drives a monster truck? Yeah. Badass, man.
I'm laughing my ass off. Who's the Halo guy?
I don't know. I think he drives a Raptor.
A Raptor?
A Raptor. Yeah, that's my favorite
So he was
truck.
in the Flintstones?
Yeah.
Get wrecked.
Get wrecked.
It'll knock your socks off.
Come on, one more.
Sunday.
Anyway, so Steven, going back to How to Die Alone, where did you come up with that?
That's a real sound.
What made you think How to Die Alone would be a good title for a show?
I think the fact that people act like it's the most ridiculous thing they've ever heard just kind of helps it along. Like, I mean, we can't all have stuff like open mic live on a show where we talk to comics. I mean, we can't be that inventive or put our own name in the show. So
I mean, you have three comics in the room.
It's easy. Kevin can show you how to put your own.
Yeah,
name.
Yeah, 3 comics plus me. So.
Is it just the 3 of you? I thought there was, a 4th guy.
We usually have a guest.
Okay.
I don't really know that we're going to keep that format, but for now it seems to be okay.
I like having guests, but I also like doing it alone. Not dying alone, but doing my show alone. I don't prefer that, but I've done it before. And when a guest cancels, or if you were too lazy or busy to book a guest, sometimes you're like, oh man, who could I have come in here last minute? One time Stan was like, I'll be there right now. I didn't even ask him. I was just like throwing it out there like, anybody want to come sit in? Let me know. Stan's like, I'm on my way. Totally saved my ass, right? Which is totally cool. Philbert's been sitting here with me forever, but there's times where I feel like doing it alone. Basically what I'm trying to say is there's times where I feel like if you don't have that format, it's still okay if you can muster up enough to get to the breaks. You know what I mean?
It's all about getting to the break.
Yeah, that's have a 5 or 7 minute intro. Have a 5 or 7 minute outro.
Stutter for about
15 minute story and then a 30-minute break.
Yeah, stutter through some news topics and
Well, that's the thing that's fun about ours is we do it in one shot no matter what. Like we don't take breaks and we don't edit.
Oh yeah, we don't
mainly
either.
because
Yeah.
lazy, but like there's no breaks or anything.
I'll tell you what, dude. The worst thing is when you do a live show for 3 hours and somebody drops an N-bomb or something stupid, and you have to download your own show, upload it in an editing software program, then find the spot where the N-bomb was, and then add a sensor
Make
to
a soundboard.
it. Yeah, well, that's and then re-upload it and replace the original file.
There's no dump button.
Yeah, we don't have a dump button. That's
You
the
have to
only
dump
thing.
Nebula?
I
I don't understand.
We're in the dump tower.
What's the N-word?
I don't know. It's the word.
Damn it!
Listen to last week's show. I dropped one on accident.
Oh, well, you were rapping and it ended with an A.
That's true.
So it was acceptable,
Listen
I guess.
to every show I've had a black guest on.
Dude, I should call you out on my show because I called you out in your chat room. No, I called you out in private messaging. You had a black dude in your show a couple of weeks ago. Last week, Dominic. Was that last week?
That was last week. Yeah.
And I've been on your show. You've been on my show. You've called me bitch a few times. We're like, no, that's what I'm supposed to do, bitch, or no, you're stupid, bitch, or whatever. And you went to say something funny to him, and you went, you like bit your tongue. You didn't say it because you didn't want to say bitch to a black guy. Yeah, I said it.
Oh, you're wrong. I don't want to say bitch to a 6'3", 280-pound guy
who makes horror movies.
Fuck what color he is.
I thought it was funny. I was like, oh, look, you didn't say it. You didn't call him a bitch.
No, see, that's the funny thing is that's not
survival
true.
Mode kicked in.
Because me and him had a shit ton of back and forth before he came on the show.
Yeah.
And it was all this, like the whole thing was racial, innuendos. The whole, I'm like, I want you to know this is not what's going to be on the show. He's like, fuck, why not?
Yeah,
I'm like, because that's not good. I mean, that's not great radio. You can only do that shit so much, and it just wears you out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have a lot of black friends, and
I have one at a time.
About it.
I have one black friend at a time, and that's just to make sure that I'm not prejudiced.
No, man, but seriously though, if you can't get through something like that, or talk about it, or enjoy each other's company while avoiding it, not avoiding it, whatever. If you can't accept that kind of dialect, then there's something wrong with both of you. You know what I mean?
You got a more soundbite.
A what soundbite?
The more you know, like with the
more you
radio
know.
star.
Hey, that's a great idea, Stephen. Can I do that? Can I do that?
Good job, Stephen.
Feel free.
Thank you.
1,401 soundbites you have now.
No, I really like that.
Put it on the
like
soundboard
11
I'll
minutes
never
long.
have.
But let's be honest. Have you ever heard? I don't hope.
No,
I'm not
that's
afraid
what I
to
love
say
about you,
anything.
man. That's why I compared you to Don
I don't
Rickles,
care.
man. You don't give a shit, dude.
Either you can take it or you can't. And that's how I feel comics should be.
Yeah.
Either if you can't take it, then why are you here? These are jokes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all
Stan
either
would be
innuendos.
You'd be totally great at my family's Easter. You want to come over to Easter?
Sure. Can I dress up like Kevin Holly's bunny?
Yeah. Our parents would love you.
They would?
They really would.
Are they swingers?
Not maybe.
Well, it depends on how much alcohol
They enjoy humor.
They do?
Speaking of humor, anyway,
Hoppy had
Steven.
Thanksgiving with us.
So they need a new
You
son.
got to one-up Hoppy. He had Thanksgiving with us.
He did?
Yeah.
That son of a
Wasn't
bitch.
nearly as funny as you.
Were there I'm guessing if Hoppy came over, there were no leftovers.
I don't think there were, actually.
No, there was a lot. We had a lot. We had a lot of food.
Oh, you were there too?
Mom did make
I was
him.
there, yeah.
Mom
There
did
was a
make
star-studded freaking Thanksgiving? Is that what's going on?
She did make him a take-home box.
The
I think,
IRN
like
All
4 of them.
Stars.
Yeah, it was the IRN All Stars. Steven, next year you're coming, man. You're there next
The
year.
Hall of Fame.
So honestly, though, like the more you know thing that you were just mentioning, like the the more you know. Yeah, it's funny you say that because actually we do that all the time. Not all the time, but often. And we talk about like healing through humor, not being afraid to make fun of people based on their ethnicity, as long as it's not like hate speech, minor racism, minor, hate
As long as
speech.
racism comes from children, I'm cool with it.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I was
Exactly.
thinking.
Yeah.
Minor racism.
They're innocent still.
Well, like here's an example. Like you're a comic, you'll appreciate
Stan
it.
just got it.
I did just get it because I had other things going through my head, but yes.
Like what? Dicks?
Minors?
Hey, thank you. Minors?
Minor
dicks?
black girls.
Minor black dicks? Wow, dude.
Isn't that what
He was like, what the hell does coal mines have to do with this?
No, yeah, he's really old for a
Speaking of coal mines, I heard you were mining for coal at Kevin's house the other day.
Yeah, he was like a fucking...
Dude, look, I look like a goddamn meth head. There's spider bites.
Bro, he's like a Chilean miner. He
I'm
goes,
telling you,
he
was
goes
deep
down
inside your wall.
He goes down my shaft and doesn't come up till Christmas.
I don't come up till it's done. Dude, I've been practicing this shit. Wow.
I've been wanting to say that stupid joke for like a month, dude. I've said it before. I fucking stole it from somewhere.
But isn't there a difference between racism and stereotyping?
That's what.
When you're stereotyping, you do that for fun.
Like
you know what I mean? You're not really being racist.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You know what the stereotypes are.
I'm just
so
listening.
you can find a way to.
Well, yeah, he's just saying
so you
his
can
career.
find a way to say them, and it's not racist. I
don't know. I mean,
I say some pretty.
let's do a test.
Okay, Cracker.
Give me a stereotype that you think is not racist, and we'll gauge it.
What are you, the all-knowing of what is and isn't racist?
What's this? Okay, what's the stereotype that's not racist? Black people eat watermelon. Yep. I thought you were gonna. What the hell?
Yeah, Phil. What were you on that one?
Great job, good
I'm
skit.
going with racist on that one.
Okay, what about
That's
this?
one of my favorite goddamn fruits in the whole world.
Steven?
Wait, where's that picture?
What? It's. I don't remember where I put it. It's around somewhere. That is an awesome picture, dude. David Wayne saw that picture, took a picture of it, and he goes, "That's the most racist picture I've ever seen."
But he's from Virginia.
It's not though. It's totally not, and I totally agree with you. I'm just effing around, but yeah, I mean, what type of food you eat have to do with your class as a human?
It doesn't. That's the point, though.
Yeah.
And if you're racist, then when you say these things, it's with malintent. You know what I mean? If you're having fun,
like how
then
you
you're
did
just
that.
being
Watermelon
you're
and
just
melon
stereotyping.
What is melon tent?
There's
What
exactly is a melon
You eat
tent?
fruit in a
I
tent.
realize it's kind of, just wordplay, but it is what it is. I mean, racists are assholes.
Yeah.
Stereotyping is used for humor. It's just the way
For
it
the
is.
most part, I agree with that.
Right?
Yeah. Like
I mean, you
Steven.
still can't say
I
the
don't know
N-word.
what to say about
I've said
it.
like on Steven like
Steven
12
doesn't want to
times.
get cornered into a discussion on it.
He doesn't want Rio to choke him with his body.
All right, Steven, here's one for you. What is the difference between karate and judo?
I have no idea.
Karate is for self-defense, and judo's for making bagels. Is that racist?
Oh,
no, it's not,
man.
because it's funny. Because Jewish people make bagels. Judo make bagels.
You do realize that
Funny.
if you're the only one that thinks it's funny, it's not funny.
Clearly, it was funny. There was a joke drum.
I don't
heard
think
it.
it's offensive, though.
Thank you.
But did you think it was funny?
No, but it's like a jokey joke.
Can you tell he hangs out with Matt Williams?
We don't hang out. I mean,
Is that what we have to look forward to when you start your stand-up career?
Oh, I'm starting it tonight.
You're not going to start stand-up.
Bro, I've got a whole book of jokes. Look. Look, I've been writing for weeks, man. Would you like some? Let's see here.
Love it.
Hold on. Let me flip around here.
It's real John
okay.
Cage.
I got something right now.
It says 4 white guys in a room decided what is racist. # white privilege.
Okay, you
I'm
guys
Italian, so I don't know if I count.
You can count if you try.
You're the only one in the room that can count.
You can talk with you can talk with your hands. You need to use them to count as well.
I don't know. There was actually a book I looked up one time called "Are Italians White?" Swear to God, that's the cover of the book. And like, I have no idea because I didn't buy the fucking book.
No whopping way, I can tell you that right now.
I just assume it's just a bunch of sheets of mozzarella with pesto sauce.
Nice.
Like,
That sounds like a delicious
the
book.
entire book.
All right, I got this. This is going to be part of my stand-up routine. I'm going to bring the guitar on stage, and I'm going to be like, bing, bing, okay? And it's going to go like this. Wait a minute, that's not the one. This is. Where's my speaker on this? No, hold on.
He's looking for producers, Steven.
Hold on. Play it.
Man, this is funny shit, dude.
Thank you. It's even funnier on stage, dude.
Tampa comics so fucking bad. Hanging out at the glory hole with John Jacobs' dad.
Come on, man.
Did you do this when you were 14?
I did it on my phone. See that, Steven? Steven's jamming to it.
It's something.
Come on, man. It says, I want to be a Tampa comic so fucking bad. Motorboat David Wayne's titties till they're red. That's brilliant.
That doesn't even rhyme.
It does too.
Bad and red?
Bad and red. Bad, red.
You can't also educate Steven.
Don't tell them the truth because it'll be great stuff.
It says the production value is off the charts. Nitwit. Which is easy for him to say because he has the most well-produced show.
What, the public access one?
Shh, no. He really does, though.
Okay, what about for the thinking man? The thinking Greek or Mediterranean man needs to eat, like, I worked at a Greek restaurant. They said, you drink the olive oil, it'll make you strong like bull. What if you ate a...
They had Russians working there?
Yeah, what the hell was that?
It was an old Greek man. It was like a papuli.
Did they roll their R's, really?
Sometimes.
Strong like a bull.
Strong like a bull.
Russian influence is everywhere.
Goddamn vodka animal got the best of them.
Well, what if you had a philosophical falafel?
Oh, no.
What? Philosophical falafel? Makes you philosophical, like, and it's Greek, like a... No, maybe... Okay, I'm going to cross that one out.
He says Heather approves of the judo joke. Judo.
Thank you, Heather.
She's a flat earther.
She is a flat earther, but she's also like, she shares a lot of the same political views as me.
You mean she's got little boobies?
That's my wife.
Philbert, you get it. You get it. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you, Phil. I'll give it to you.
You learn a lot of things when you have a wife with little tits. Like, they actually make Barely B bras. They exist.
Barely B?
That's a real thing.
Stan found those in the kids section. He's like, you'll
That's where I
love
found
these.
her. Fuck off.
It's a training bra. You stitched in a little extra material. So, no, really, they're called Barely B's.
Right. They got Care Bears on them. Fuck you.
Dude, this is the Barely Be legal brand.
But I won't touch it till it's Hair Bears, so fuck off. Go ahead.
Glix in the chat room, he says, 4 white guys in a room deciding what is or isn't racist. Hashtag
Where were you
white
10
privilege.
minutes ago when Deyo read that?
Did he really? Bullshit, he did not.
Yes, no, because I can't read.
Okay. Did he really?
Steve was like, yeah.
Son of a bitch! I was busy trying to find my jokes.
Guys, take it easy on a little guy. He's doing the best he can.
Yeah, you said you're not that little.
When your name's on the sign,
yeah,
you can be as terrible as you want.
As soon as you write the
Especially
jokes,
when no
you
one's
can find
paying
some.
you.
Right.
Hey, just don't put your dick in my mouth again, all right? This is radio. What?
Well, you should be able to talk normal with my dick in your mouth, bro.
You gotta have a camera on first.
Yeah.
You won't even mumble.
No.
Actually, mumble rap is better than this show.
No, it's not. It's not. Oh, my God. All right, so...
We're going to break.
Break time.
So what do you think is holding you back from doing Tampa comedy? Like, you just show up.
Well, it's honestly my personal life. I have
comedic timing.
I have children, and I'm just too busy with them. And the nights that I don't have them, I'm watching Open Mic Live religiously, and so I can't get out.
Jesus.
Some would say you're using your children as a crutch.
We're going to...
They're short enough.
We're going to Pokey's tomorrow night, right?
I am.
Are you going up?
I think I'm going to go, yeah.
No, I mean, are you going up? Or
Oh, no, highly doubtful. I mean, maybe if I could come up with some actual funny jokes, I would. I don't have stage
Just
fright.
have a couple drinks. You'll get the nerve up.
Yeah. Well, you know,
it's okay. You can bring your notebook up. People do that.
Yeah.
Maybe after I go, I'll decide if I ever want to try doing it. I've been told to do it a million times, and I've never just actually gone and done it.
People hate you, dude.
Yeah, was it people who like you?
No.
Where the hell are they?
They're in the chat room. Captain Butt Munch is here.
Oh, Captain
Oh, I love that. That's my favorite cereal.
These kids are like, I'm indifferent towards you, Daddy. It's the best I can hope for.
Yeah. He's like, what does indifferent mean?
They heard it from Mommy.
And I'm like, no, that's your Uncle Philbert. I'm your daddy. I'm over here. That wasn't funny either. Son of a bitch.
No, do some time. Waka waka waka.
It's a little longer than I expected. A lot of things are long in this room.
What do you mean do some time? Have them go up to the mic?
Yeah.
What do you think?
What you call it? Do some time?
Can I just tell a story?
Yeah, do whatever the hell you want.
What's the time limit? Like 5 minutes?
Depends where you're talking. Are you talking Cafe Hay or Pokey's?
Pokey's probably, because that's where we're going tomorrow. I don't know
Pokey's
if I'll
between
do that.
8 and 10.
Oh, wow.
Oh, so you can tell a third of a story.
That's a tall order, man. Well, that's probably better for me, though, because my stories are like 20 minutes. And
It
they're
took
not
them
funny.
3 weeks of open mics to finish the story.
You can't take a break mid-set, though.
Why don't we have a segment where...
No, wish he did.
Dude, you get one.
Can we just spend the rest of the night telling Jewish jokes and see if Heather approves of them?
Sure, dude.
Okay, ready?
Oh, God. Are you looking up jokes on the internet? Get that out
Why
of here,
do
dude.
Jewish men like to watch porno movies backward?
I know this because I don't know why.
They like to see the hooker give the money back. Oh! Not racist at all.
That's just dumb.
Totally not.
It's like, I mean, Steven's laughing. I don't know why.
Where's that cricket thing?
Yeah, thank you. Why doesn't my
We're waiting
crickets
for
ever
crickets
work?
now.
I can't even get the crickets to talk to you.
Why would there be a hooker in porn?
I know, I was thinking the same thing.
Aren't all porn
Like,
stars
that's my
hookers?
fantasy. A hooker. Something totally
I guess
attainable.
technically, if a woman gets paid to have sex in a movie, that's kind of like a hooking.
A wife?
Isn't it?
Yeah, but they don't show that part
A
because
wife.
nobody wants to see that.
Yeah, here's your $18.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Is your cricket soundbite labeled Matt Williams?
The pool
It is,
guy,
man. That's why
the
it
pool
doesn't
guy's
work.
over at the woman's house, and she's all alone. And she's like, "You're looking fine." He's like, "Ah," and she's like, "We got to take care of some business first. It's going to be $25 to go all around the world."
Yeah. I'm going to need you to piss on this stick real quick. And what?
Because when it happens to me, it's like the chicken kingpin.
Oh, God.
You know what I mean? Like that's how it would. You know, hey, I'll give you.
Sounds like
I almost
our
look like
neighbor.
her.
Kind of. You're a little cuter.
A little?
A little. Yeah.
Way better,
A little
tits.
curvier too.
Much bigger tits.
Oh. Are you serious?
So, come on, put those away. Put them
You
away.
shaved your belly button
Are you
area?
pregnant?
No.
You got no hair on his belly button.
Yeah, no hair
What
at
kind
all.
of man
anyway.
has no hair on his belly
You're
button?
so hairless.
You are. You're like a
little kid in a big fat body.
Sounds
Fuck all of you. How about that? Except for Steven, because he hasn't said a goddamn word.
You got hair in your armpits?
One. I have one hair on my chest. You want to see it?
Yeah, PJ had one hair on his balls, and he's all excited till he pissed out of it. Oh, thank you. No, not funny. All right.
So when is break
trying.
again?
I'll keep trying.
I'm
Hey,
getting
man,
close.
you remember those old commercials for the pregnancy tests, like the EPT? And they were like 45 seconds to a minute long. And it was like, a mom and her daughter, and she's like, oh, well, I don't know. Well, I don't know how I feel. I've been late for 2 weeks now, and blah, blah, blah. Just all it should be is like a 5-second commercial, and it's like, EPT, just piss on it. That's it. Just piss on it. Just piss on
Is
it.
that one of your jokes?
No, I'm serious.
Did he read that off of him?
I don't know. It took him more than 45
I
seconds
actually
to get it out,
have
though.
a pregnancy test in studio.
Do you?
No, I don't. I have a marijuana
I've been
test. though.
wondering.
I do. I have a weed.
Do you have a golf test?
You got to take it with a little pencil.
Write down some funny jokes with it.
You got to score par to pass it.
Snowman. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God.
Nitwit TV says, is Stormy giving the money back? Stormy Daniels giving the money back? I don't think
Fuck
so.
no.
No, she spent that all on cocaine
That
and
money's
hookers.
gone. Yeah.
Well, which is why she's doing this.
Which makes her
because
a
the
whore.
money's gone.
If she got $130,000 to be quiet, what did he pay her to fuck her?
She's an idiot.
Yeah. You know what's the funniest thing about that is she's like, I was not sexually attracted to him. Wait, that was my Trump voice. I was not sexually attracted to him.
You know what's funny is everyone's like, I don't care if Bill Clinton got ahead in the White House, but yet this cat freaking banged a stripper, movie star,
Porn star.
That's what she's
porn
there
star years ago.
Yeah.
And that shit's terrible.
It's
She was
terrible,
hot.
man.
Have you seen Monica Lewinsky?
I'd still bang her. I mean,
Is that why it's okay?
I would totally bang Monica
Yeah, what about
Lewinsky.
the 7 other women, though, that Clinton's been with?
Well, the Paula Jones one was.
What about the man that he married?
Jennifer
What do you mean?
Flowers.
That was a rape
Do you
allegation.
mean the ones that the ones Hillary said were lying?
Exactly.
There you
okay.
go, right? They were also.
You don't hear Melania coming out saying, she's
Stormy
going to
Daniels
sue
is
Stormy
lying.
Daniels.
Yeah, yeah.
She's like, whatever.
She's a whore. Well, she'd be like, she's a whore. I do not like her. She's a whore. And then Hillary would be like,
Homophobic, xenophobic, racist, sexist, Islamophobic.
I am sick and tired.
Like, I mean, I don't condone cheating, but if my husband looked like Hillary Clinton, I would definitely cheat.
oh, wow.
What happened? That was it? That was the showstopper?
I'm looking at the chat room and I'm confused here. I'm confused. Nitwit says from that hooker joke.
Yeah, we all understand. I
Oh,
get
I'm
you,
sorry,
Nitwit.
yeah.
I got you.
I'm dumb. Well, I try to dumb myself down for Wednesday nights, Phil, so I can stay on pace with you.
I mean, we just kind of expect them to fuck around, right? Like, I mean, JFK started a legacy, right? Like,
Well, I
Name
think
one president
it
who
was
hasn't,
going on
you know?
long before JFK.
yeah, I mean, Jefferson was getting it in.
Yeah.
Right. You know that famous people and Spanish people are going to have affairs. That's just all there is to it. Was that racist?
No,
Or is
Spanish
it truthful?
people, it's all about that hot fire, caliente. Ooh, we're
Ooh,
all
papi,
about.
papi.
I mean, why do you think?
Hey, papi!
I almost said Emilio Estevez, but Eric Estrada. Why do you think he's always wearing a red
Same
shirt?
goddamn thing.
He's wearing a red shirt because it's love, man.
Is he always wearing a red
Always.
shirt?
Look it up. Google him. Except when he's wearing
You
a cop
realize there's only
outfit.
one person in the room that knows that, right?
Is that why Trump wears a red tie?
Except when he's wearing his Chips outfit.
Right. Did you ever see that video of Joe Biden, the collaboration of him touching senators' little children in that? Have you seen that?
Why do people go there?
I mean, I'm just asking. Has anybody seen that, or is it just me?
I have not seen any videos of guys touching little children.
There's a Joe Biden video where it's just a collaboration of Uncle Joe Biden just totally just groping these children on camera. And
Surprised it's not like auto completing for him.
it is actually. Well, it was. I spelled his name wrong. I put two Biden. He was a
Biden.
He was one of those bass guys back in the 90s. Remember that?
Oh, you know how Trump and Biden have been having that little thing going back and forth where they're threatening to kick each other.
That's where I was going, Phil. Thanks
I
for
looked at photos
ruining
of
it.
Trump when Trump was in college, and he was like on like the lacrosse team or something like that. He's in good shape. He's a tall guy, right? But then I looked at Biden. Biden was actually pretty buff. I think Biden might be able to kick Trump's ass.
Trump will whoop
I don't
Biden.
know. I don't know.
Gentlemen,
Look at
guys,
him, look
watch how he just touches these little kids. Watch. He's just like, and it's one after
There was
another.
nothing
dude.
wrong with that.
No,
Who's he touching?
So
he touched her arm.
Kevin, is your contrast fucked, or is he also similarly orange as the guy we have in charge?
I think he's similarly orange.
Like, everyone else looks normal, and then there's just like the Oompa Loompa.
I think his
middle.
wife's a creeper. She's touching.
There you go. There you go. Look.
He's telling her something.
Meet me behind the shed.
Exactly.
This. Look at him kiss
Oh.
Come on, dude.
He's giving her the "if you tell anyone"
Is
speech.
it his grandchild?
No, that's like another senator's granddaughters, right? And look there's so many of them, man. As
Kevin, you do realize that the arm is not a private part, right?
Sure, but look, here's there's 12 minutes.
So
13
what you're
minutes of this.
saying is that Joe Biden
All right, so
killed John Ramsey.
he's touching her.
He's going to do the same thing. No, what I'm saying...
Tell me you wouldn't touch her.
She's like 7, dude.
No,
gosh, you weirdo.
She's 7. The one next to him.
Oh, look at her. Look at their kids, dude. This is about him touching kids.
Well, one of us is looking at the adult females.
Yeah, but just watch, guys. Watch.
What's he doing?
And that's how you miss the crimes.
The news is fake.
I feel like we need a Madden telestrator on this.
I feel like we need more
Here he goes. Here he goes. Look, he's got his hand on her chest, man. You didn't see that?
Oh, he's creeping on that
Look at
8-year-old.
that.
Look at him.
He's touching her boob. Her prepubescent
And
boob.
he's going to move in on her here in a minute, too. So I think we can all agree that Joe Biden is a creep. Now, if you want to watch all 13 minutes of it on your own time and be creepy, that's fine. Okay? But that being said, if Joe Biden is going to fight Donald Trump...
I just kind of assumed he was a high-functioning autistic. Like, what with his love of ice cream and trains?
That's a great excuse to touch kids.
Now you know why Kevin has a connection with him.
So if Biden and Trump were to fight, like I take him behind the building and kick his ass. No, you take him behind the building and touch his fucking grandkids, dude, you know?
Well, who wouldn't touch Trump's kids?
His grandkids. Wow, dude.
For Stormy's money, I'd touch Trump's.
Trump touches his own kids.
Not like that, dude. Look at
I don't know. You heard what he said about his daughter.
This one is, I think, my
Steven,
favorite.
Listen, I want to get a realistic point of view on this. Did you see some weird shit going on there?
I mean, it
Seriously.
wasn't normal, but it wasn't weird.
It wasn't weird, right? I mean,
I'm kind of with Kevin on this. It's a little creepy.
Look, come on, dude. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. He's pulling her hair back.
Real slow.
oh my god.
That is just bad.
Oh, he's like an orange Michael Jackson.
Look at his hands.
Like, I love Asian girls.
He's an orange Michael Jackson.
She looks so uncomfortable.
Oh, Joe.
She's just happy to be
Joe.
fed.
Say it ain't so, Joe.
She's like, he gave me that quarter a day. I can eat now.
Look at that photo
he's
of Biden
still
when
rubbing
he
her,
was young.
dude. Okay.
That guy's hot.
Anyway,
I'm just saying, he
Uncle
looks
Joe Biden's
pretty
creep,
buff.
dude. For him to say he's going to kick anybody's ass, if being a kid toucher, he should get his ass kicked.
You don't often see the old white dude giving the tiny Asian girl the massage. Like that's
yeah, that's a good point.
A real reversal going on.
Yeah, Pops can attest to that.
See, we don't even know what was happening on the way in. She might have said my shoulders are sore. You know, he was just trying to help.
Welcome to the show, Stephen Henry, dropping bombs.
That's racist.
The Xanax wore off.
Philbert, welcome back. Holy shit. Oh, man. Who would have thought that Uncle Joe Biden would bring us all together?
Stop showing me goddamn pictures of these guys.
Look, they're buff as hell. Look how buff he is.
Look at the size of his balls, man.
What?
Why,
Reese is
dude?
the word.
Oh, man.
What the hell just happened?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. Normally, okay. Normally,
I don't know. I don't usually follow politics. This is.
You know what's going to happen? All
But
those girls,
this is
all those little
enthralling.
girls are going to join the Me Too campaign now. You
If I knew this was involved.
Hold on, we got our first phone call. Kevin Holly Show, you are live in the air.
Hi, how you doing? This is Ron with Security First Insurance.
Oh, hey, Ron. Now's a bad time. I have to call you back.
No, hold on, Ron.
Okay.
Can you protect me from Kevin?
It's a business call. I'll call you back, Ron. I appreciate you calling.
Every one of those is going to join the Me Too thing. Those girls.
That was my insurance adjuster. It's a long story. I'll get to it in the third hour.
The fuck you will.
Anyway.
We will not let that happen, Steven.
Do I have to bleep that out? Well, you can broadcast anything you want legally. It's no big deal.
He called you.
Yeah.
Well, you also said you're on the Kevin Holly Show.
Very true. Thank you. Steven, a professional. A fucking professional radio guy now.
Professional what? I don't know.
And that guy went, What?
He's like, Kevin Holly Show. Right now he's Googling the Kevin Holly Show. There's all kinds of dick pics and stuff.
We regret to inform you, we drop you from our service.
Awesome.
You're no longer insured. So, Philbert.
Yes, sir.
How long have you been with Kevin here? How long have you been co-hosting with Kevin?
I haven't been co-hosting. I just come and sit in and help him out when he's got nobody around.
Bullshit.
But probably a couple months, 4 or 5 months, maybe.
A couple or 4 or 5? Phil, what is
I can't remember if it was December.
How long has this shit been going on?
3 years in August.
Jesus Christ.
How do you guys still do this? It's terrible.
I feel like you owe yourself like a chip or something.
A chip? What's that?
Like an AA chip.
What's that?
Like an AA chip
What's
for your accomplishment.
It's like not often, but he just left me speechless. I saw the look in his face like 3 fucking years I've been doing this.
Did you tell him about the chip on my dick?
No.
Why did he say chip so many times?
He's been looking at my mouth.
Steven, I've got a chip on the end of my dick.
Do you?
Yeah, I can draw it on the screen here for you.
For tracking purposes?
No, it's not a microchip.
Can't eat just one.
It's an actual indentation.
It's, well, okay.
Piece of missing skin.
I think I was over-circumcised.
I think his meatus.
It kind of looks like
compromised.
Can anyone but us see this?
Let's say
He's
that
totally,
that's
he's
a
totally
regular
over,
dick.
He's embellishing right now.
Okay, that's like I have a nice.
It's drawn to
So you're not
124
circumcised?
scale.
But like right here, like no. Like there's the hole, the urethra. There's the foreskin, right? What's left of it?
How slow he's drawing it.
And there's a spot like right about
Looks like a
here,
stale Slim Jim.
and it looks kind of like.
Can I have the
Kinda
What are
like
you
when
doing? It has
like-
cancers?
When you shave yourself and cut
Speaking
yourself
of me
shaving,
too.
it looks like that.
It looks like this.
There you go. Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Well, how would you know what it looks
It
like?
looks like a manatee.
Thank you. You drew big balls for me.
It's kind of quatered. What are you doing?
It looks like a fish.
Picture
like a
page,
trout.
picture page.
It looks like a trout.
It's just it's not missing a piece. It's just like okay. When you
Let's
cut,
realize that
So it looks like a
if we are the only
screaming
ones that can see
cyclops.
this,
I love that screaming cyclops. Hey baby, you want to come by and check out my screaming cyclops tonight? Fuck yeah, dude.
are we still on the radio?
Yeah.
So people are listening?
Yeah. W.
Can they see that?
WW.
No.
Terrible radio. We got some private jokes going on. Y'all just sit back.
theater of mind, dude.
I described it perfectly.
They're all
Just-
picturing a penis right now.
Just imagine a dick that McGruff took a bite of. That's what we're looking at.
It's just a little chip, man.
Just a nibble.
if you were driving down the road at 45
And you saw a
miles an
dick on
hour
the side of the
and
road.
you just let the tip of it hit the road for a split second, that's pretty much what it looks like.
It's got road rash.
Kind of, yeah.
It's got road rap. I'm taking this picture down of Joe Biden holding this little kid, dude. I can't look at it anymore. I can't. Oh my god.
Glick says he just listens to music while he's watching this. There's nothing even to watch.
Wait, yeah, watch what?
He's just being polite.
He's like, I'm watching the chat.
Captain Buttmunch says I have a deformed dick. Thanks, Captain Buttmunch. Appreciate that.
You should
This
see
is
his
what we
feet.
were establishing.
Yeah. You should see my feet. Is that what you said?
His toes,
My
man.
toes. I have
Did you ever
sexy
ever
toes.
watch any of those
Horror
movies?
movies? Yes.
The Hobbit movies. What are they called? Lord of the Rings, the series. You know how the little Hobbit's feet look? That's what Kevin's feet look like. It's no coincidence that you call him Holly Hobbit. Because
Who
his
calls him
toes
that?
are like super long and
It's
like,
no. The reason is because it
there's
rhymes.
there's weird
The more you
patches
know.
of hair on his feet. They're
That's-
usually dirty.
No, dude. I'm very clean. I have very good hygiene.
Show him your toes. Look at his thumbs.
Yeah, so do I.
My hands are a little dirty from work. You know, I work.
Try
with
it
my
once in a
hands.
while, Philbert.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Sit behind a damn cubicle.
It's not easy driving an Uber.
Are you?
I know exactly.
He does all his work with his mouth.
Oh.
My best work.
You'd think he'd be better with it by now.
Hey, it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
I think it's an acquired taste.
His mouth ain't made for talking.
You laughed at that. I gave you like 9 good jokes, and you laughed at that. Okay, whatever. It's an acquired
Hey,
taste.
watch you. Hey, let's be fair, Kevin. Try again.
Okay, you laughed at that. Okay, but not my.
I meant
judo
tell another joke.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right.
I'm very uncomfortable.
Was that? Did you queef? What the hell was that?
That was my joke.
I don't appreciate you guys picking on Kevin. He's doing the best he can.
Oh, best you can.
I mean,
What?
You're the
What do you mean?
best.
Damn, I was going to play something for you, Steven. Remember you asked if I had any custom-made buttons?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Let's go to the buttons when we have no content. That's what we do.
Oh, yeah.
Custom. About 35 minutes ago, yeah.
It's like, when does this show end?
I can't find anything original in here, man.
Plop, plop, pause.
Yeah, I don't have. I've got this. Here you go.
Homeless Chuck on the Kevin Holly Show. Please don't look him in the eyes, or try to touch his hair, or make fun of his minivan, or try to get in the minivan, or take any candy from him, or try to make fun of David Bowie, or make a parody song about his mother, or talk about Key West, or try to go to his house after 10 p.m. Don't call him before 8 a.m., or he'll kill you.
Cockhold one whore one time.
Yep, that's what it's all about right there. Cockhole one whore one time.
Cockhold one whore one time.
Even his soundboard has stories.
Hang on.
That is not fucking cool.
Did you have like a 2-minute long drop? I feel like I'm just gonna press this button.
There we go.
He's a special
I
guy.
met her a bunch of times. She's kind of crass, man. She's kind of rude. A lot of those porn stars are kind of just nasty once they talk.
Anyway.
That's rude. Cock chat.
I got buttons for days, Stephen Henry.
Stop pushing them, asshole.
It is break time in a couple of minutes, and then we're going to come back. We're going to play some games on the Kevin Holly Show.
Are you serious?
We're going to play some games.
A freaking game?
I have so many games, man.
Oh, my God.
Would you like to play a quick game before we go to break, or should we? We should save it.
Is it shoots and bladders? Dude, I got the piss.
Awesome game.
That's actually a lot of...
Stan's going for the high score.
I'm not pissing with a heart on, asshole. I might be.
I mean, I would.
But I do promise you, I will go flush the toilet when I'm done at the urinal.
I can't blame you sitting across from Philbert.
And what?
You got half a chub going easy, right?
You got
half. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's half.
That's the full thing, dude. Yeah, he's full fucking throttle right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I know. I've seen it.
It's an erection inflection. What the fuck does that mean?
Did you say infection?
Does that mean it's
I was just saying words that rhyme. It's an infection. It's an erection infection.
It's got an accent to it, like it's crooked.
It looks like his dick.
You take Viagra before the show just to enjoy the 4-hour hard on?
Dick's got some English on it.
And some Jewish, and some Mexican.
Exactly.
I feel cornered right now, guys.
Italian.
That's Stan in the corner.
No, you'll be cornered in the bathroom.
That's Stan in the corner.
Go to walk in, Steven's like, no, you first.
Losing his erection.
Hey, listen, do not do this.
Do not do what?
Tap twice.
Tap twice.
Yeah. And hold down.
Hold down, yeah.
It won't be my fingers, then.
I got a wide stance.
That sounds like one of those like gay codes in the bathroom.
Stop.
Like tap twice.
Stop tapping the table. Breaking shit. Stop it.
So how long have you been co-hosting this
I know, you don't know
I
this?
haven't been co-hosting.
We can tell.
Killing time.
Only we can hear that. There you go. Stop tapping shit, Phil. Oh!
Break time?
No. We take no breaks when Stephen Henry is here. No breaks.
When'd you get here?
Steve, tell us a joke, Steve.
You may not. But I got 20 minutes to kill.
So, Stephen, don't you host an open mic?
No.
I thought you did.
No, I'd just go to them.
You'd be better off if he did.
Would you like to host an open mic?
No.
Okay.
Definitely not.
Would you like to host Open Mic Live?
Oh!
No, I'm good.
Fuck.
You're better at it. You know how to handle Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like this.
We part in his hair like Joe Biden.
I just kicked the phone book out from under him and we're back to even.
Knock over his sippy cup.
Right.
Nitwit. Wow, Nitwit's on the chat. He says, that's me in the corner, losing my erection to REM's Losing My Religion. Thanks, Nitwit. That's exactly what I did!
Love that guy.
I do too.
You know why? Because that was funnier than anything we've said this whole fucking hour.
I don't know.
I don't know. Philbert's pretty funny.
Hey, you had your chance. It's my turn.
Dude, I got a joke.
Okay, what is it?
Why do Jews watch porns backwards?
Because they like to see them get their money back at the end.
What? Have you heard that shit before?
I'm Jewish.
Okay.
I love porn. Hey.
Oh.
This is my dumb jokey joke.
Okay.
Why do I'll make it about my race. Why do Italians put their garbage in clear plastic bags?
Why?
So the other Italians can go window shopping.
Oh, racist joke? All right, I got a racist joke. What's gin spelled backwards?
Money back? What's what?
What's gin spelled backwards?
Really, dude? On my show? Come on.
I was just stereotyping.
They're going to have to cut that.
Yeah. Cut that
They're going
out.
to cut that like Kevin's dick.
I said the G.
Yeah, you'll put it on your forehead. Yeah. There, you're going to see it.
His dick's more honed in than his jokes.
Sharp.
Sharp. Kind of like the first piece that you whittle off of wood when you're making a spear. You know? When you're about to chuck it. What?
But gin.
Exactly.
What?
I heard it.
I watched Naked and Afraid, and they make spears to hunt with.
I watched Walking Tall.
And it looks like my dick. All right, I got one.
Dominance.
I got one for you, Stan. It's a jokey joke. Is that what you call these?
Yeah.
Okay. Why do Italians grow mustaches?
Why?
So they can look more like their mother. Hey.
Why do lesbians? What?
Just distracting you. Go ahead.
Why don't lesbians like to cook?
Why? They eat out
Because
all
they
the time.
prefer to
Yeah, I got one. That was stupid as hell.
Come on, that's a good one.
I apologize.
Why do Greek men wear thick gold chains? So they know where to stop shaving. Thank you.
How do you SOS on Facebook?
What do you get when you cut a dead baby in half with a razor?
2 dead babies?
An erection.
Gross, come on. We're on life support here, dude.
Wait a minute, that's the funniest fucking joke I'll tell.
Oh, man.
I don't know jokes. I can't tell jokes.
Dude, you're friends with like 458 comics, and you don't
That's
know
why
jokes.
I'm friends with them, because I can't tell jokes.
Let me be clear, we are not friends with Stan.
Wait, I made it very clear before Aniria posted it. I don't have friends, I have comics. There's a difference. There's a difference, right?
Yeah.
Because you guys are only friends with each other.
If that, yeah.
Why do lesbians wear high-top sneakers?
Why?
Longer tongues. Thank you. What do you call a lesbian with long fingernails?
What?
Well hung. I like the way you... What?
I can't even guess.
You should do it like John Travolta, like, what? I don't know. What? Why?
Oh my God, what?
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, we're late for our break, man.
Stan's losing his mind.
I know. Look at him, dude. Yeah, he looks...
I mean, I try to dumb down once in a while.
I already said that.
This
You
is a
repeat
different
son
level
of a bitch.
of dumbing down. Why don't lesbians lay tile? They prefer carpet. What?
And with that, we'll be right back with more of the Kevin Holly Show after this quick break. This is Kevin Holly, host of the Kevin Holly Show, and you are listening to the IRN Internet Radio Network. Check us out throughout the week because your sister loves us. I promise the funny will happen. Your sister loves it. So tune in. You are listening to the IRN Internet Radio Network.
And he talks like a girl. I'm trying to think why it stinks. He's not a girl. Now he's kicking the gut. They fucked him up just enough. It got me down on my knees. I kissed his ring and got his love. Androgynous his mind. Androgynous his mind. Androgynous his mind. Androgynous his mind. Androgynous mind. Androgynous mind. Androgynous mind. Hey, hey, you. Are you God? My brain's a bomb to turn you on. Everything is alright.
John Stillman on the Kevin Holly Show. He might be silly, but he's definitely not funny.
Greetings, Earthlings. This is John LeBang of The John LeBang Show, and you're listening to The Kevin Holly Show. Did you tell him his girlfriend liked your underwear? She just wanted to know if I wore underwear. Well, please don't tell us if you do or not. That was TMI the last time.
It's just you and me and someone I don't know behind the glory hole. If you could see, then that would ruin all the fun, baby, because I like adventure and I'm not sorry for my guilty pleasure. So please don't judge me
Hey, do you want to be on a radio show?
Don't get in a fight.
Don't fight anyone.
I got you. Hold on.
Awesome. All right, everybody be cool.
I'm starting to like this Nick guy.
Okay.
Sabrina, I've got a phone call for you.
Thank you, Nick.
Bewitched.
Everybody be cool. Hello, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hi, Sabrina. You just won. You have just won a contest on the Kevin Holly Show. Welcome to the show, Sabrina. Everybody, it's Sabrina, everybody. All right. Hey,
Sabrina.
Woo, morning zoo. Sabrina, you just won tickets to either a gay show with a transvestite or Nickelback. What would you prefer?
What? I can't. Hold on a minute. I can't hear you. I'm being laughed at. Yes,
Okay.
I heard. I won something. What I win?
Oh, you just won your choice of tickets from the Kevin Holly Show. You can win tickets to Monster Jam, Tampa Bay Lightning, or a Nickelback or a drag show. It's your choice.
Let's go with Monster Jam.
It'll make your head spin. Monster Truck. It'll knock your socks off.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sabrina, the big winner.
Oh, hold on,
Yeah.
Kevin. I just checked.
Go ahead.
We don't have any more tickets.
Sabrina, we got to get your first and last name and your address.
And your measurements.
Oh, and the measurements too?
So we can send over those tickets.
Sabrina, what are you rocking for panties tonight? It's No Panties Wednesday. What are you rocking for panties tonight, Sabrina?
I'm not wearing any.
Ah, she's not wearing any
Sabrina,
panties. Hello. Woohoo! Sabrina, you want Monster Truck tickets that we don't have.
Okay.
It'll make your head spin.
For real.
Monster Truck.
Okay.
All you have to say,
your socks
is, if you're sucking, you're listening to the Kevin Holly Show.
Say it. Say it, Sabrina. Get your tickets. If you're sucking, you're listening to the Kevin Holly Show. Come on, Sabrina.
If you're sucking, you're listening to the Kevin Holly Show.
Woo! It's a morning zoo, everybody. Sabrina, thank you very much. We'll catch you at the Monster Truck Jam. Your tickets will be on the other line here. Just please hold. Thank you.
We'll be at Will Call at the Nickelback
In
concert.
your face. It'll make your head spin. It'll knock your socks off. Monster Truck. It'll make your head spin.
Sunday. It's gonna be huge.
Make your head spin. In your face. It'll make your head spin.
Show us your
In
titties.
your face.
Hey, Sabrina, can we get your first and last name? Sabrina.
Sorry?
Sabrina, can we get your first and last name so we can send the tickets?
We're done.
And phone number.
It's over, dude. We're done. I can't hit those buttons any longer, dude. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
That was
man.
amazing.
Well, congratulations, Sabrina.
Sabrina,
You won
yeah.
a digital swag pack.
Virtual swag pack.
Virtual swag pack, my bad.
Oh, my God, dude.
You might see some monster trucks in that swag
She's
pack.
probably still on hold
We
waiting
might
right
hear
now.
some Nickelback.
First 5,000 kids in the door get a free Rebel
Were you recording that?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that was live on the air.
Awesome.
She said, if you're sucking, then you're listening to the Kevin Holly Show.
Oh, my phones are blowing up now, dude. Oh, man. Look at this. I got 6 messages, dude.
It says, Sabrina, drag queen name, 100%.
Thank you, Sabrina, with the Adam's apple for calling the Kevin Holly Show.
He wants to know if Jamie's a pre-op or post-op.
He wants Jamie's grinder.
Jamie's grinder.
Oh, man. How do we pull this one out of our asses, man?
My ass hurts.
Somebody called.
These chairs suck, dude.
No, if you're sucking, you're listening, Phil.
Oh, man, that was good. Hey, thank you, Nick, for calling in.
Nick got a little hot there.
No, that Jamie got a little
Was
hot.
that Jamie?
Yeah, Jamie.
Oh, someone didn't like Nickelback.
Jamie's a Testy Polk County kind of guy.
Shot the zombie, but I did not shoot the little boy. I shot the zombie, but I did not shoot the little boy. Rumby come to Cincinnati Zoo. to live his life out on display. That little boy was found not guilty for the killing of Harambe. For the killing of Harambe. But I say, shot Harambe, but I swear it was for self-defense. I shot Harambe, 'cause a little boy climbed over the fence. That's where I gotta stop. Because that's where... Wait. Because...
Beating off in front of your dog is something we've all done. It's not something that's easy, it's not something that's fun, but sometimes it's the only way that the deed needs to get done. So you beat that meat by the little bitty feet, then you give him a treat, then you're done.
We don't like tennis shoes, we wear sandals, and yet we have sex with goats and ride camels. I live in the desert in Abu Dhabi, so I squat behind a cactus when I have to potty. Roll your tongue on the R's, whoops, drop the bomb, Allahu Akbar. I played the flute and snakes come out of jars. I caught a flight plane, didn't get far. And you might not believe it, man, but during the winter I ski in sand. And the TSA was like, man, how did you get out of Iraq? Iran, damn. Watch out, watch out. Rashid's got a bomb. Watch out, watch out. Abdul Jabbar got a bomb. Watch out, watch out. Amir's got a bomb. Watch out, watch out. Malcolm X got a bomb. I'm a billionaire. Check my Equifax. Always wearing turbans and bedsheet hats. An Arabian day in the life. See, I have 10 leashes, one for each wife. And I have 10 bombs, one for each flight. That I put my wives on, they speak without permission. Then, mommy, look, there's a plane in the air. I swear, it was just there. We're all Muslims, Salam. And we all live in a cave, Saddam. Where we all eat lots of hummus, yum. My first website was thebomb.com. And you might not believe it, man, but during the winter I ski in sand. And the TSA was like, man, how did you get out of Iraq? Iran, damn. Watch out, watch out. Hussein got a bomb. Watch out, watch out. Ramir Rashid got a bomb. Watch out, watch out. Obama got a bomb. Watch out, watch out. Osama bin Laden got a bomb. Well, not anymore. Don't touch my hat, it's sacred. I can make all my wives get naked. I have a phobia, I'm afraid of it. You need RVD, I can make it. We own mini marts and gas stations, but people buy beer to get wasted. Like 9/11 victims, I take
Whoa, dude, you don't, you don't say that. Wasted like 9/11 victims? Fuck no, we don't say that shit in America. You might say that shit over in Lebanon, Afghanistan, wherever the fuck you from, but in America, you get your ass killed out here, boy.
I'm sorry.
Take that shit out the lyrics. Right now, before I shove a cactus up your sandy ass. Right now, I ain't playing.
Okay,
Shit.
I'm erasing it. I erased it.
Throw that damn falafel in the trash and focus.
It's gone, sir. I'm sorry.
Cue the goddamn music.
As the world waits for my plans to unfoil, during spring I jet ski on oil, and I bummed all sorts of different places, and the TSA is the most racist. They be like, watch out, watch out. Rashid's got a bomb. Watch out, watch out. Abdul Jabbar got a bomb. Watch out, watch out. Amir's got a bomb. Watch out, watch out. Malcolm X got a bomb. Watch out, watch out. Hussein got a bomb. Watch out, watch out. Rodney or Rashid got a bomb.
Watch out, watch out.
Obama got a bomb.
Watch out, watch out.
Osama bin Laden got a bomb.
A bird of paradise. Cherry ice cream smile, I suppose it's very nice. With a step to the left and a step to the right, you catch a mirror way out west. But now you are something special and you look like you're the best. Her name is Rio and she dances on the sand. Just like that river twisting through the dusty land. And when she shines, she really shows you all she can. Oh, Rio, Rio, dance across the Rio Grande. Oh, yeah, 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 that's a stepping stone. I seen you on the beach, but I seen you on the TV. 2 of a billion stars. It meant so much to me. Like a birthday or a pretty view. But now I'm sure this fucking song is just for you. Her name is Rio and she dances on the sand. Just like that river twisting through the dusty land. Yeah, when she shines, she really shows you all she can. Oh, Rio, Rio, dance across the Rio Grande. Her name is Rio, and she dances on the sand. Like a river, twist across the lonely His name is Dio, Ronnie James Dio. His name is Dio, Ronnie James Dio.
This radio person is the whole problem. Are we going to allow this guy to be heard by anyone who can turn a dial?
Got a pirate radio station.
Nobody knows who he is.
You out there? You listening?
Welcome back, everybody, to the second hour of the Kevin Holly Show. We've got stand-up comedian and podcast host from the show How to Dial Home, Mr. Stephen Henry, with us today. Also, what's up, Stephen, man?
Oh, yeah.
Sticking around for the games in the second hour. Awesome.
Why not? What else do I have going on?
We've also got Stan Down Deyo from Open Mic Live, the show, openmictheshow.com.
Hi, everybody.
And
How you doing?
Philbert, our technical producer. Philbert, what's up, man?
I'm
I love
going to talk like Steven for the
I like
rest
that
of
you
the
said
show.
that Philbert's the nerd, and all of us are wearing glasses except Philbert.
I left mine at home, actually.
Okay.
I went and got mine for that reason.
I just want you nerds
I
to
didn't
feel
want to
comfortable.
be grouped in with that cocksucker.
How to be a nerd alone. Story of Philbert's life. Oh, my God. All right, so I think we should get right into it, man, because, you know, we don't have all night to do all of these exciting things, man. The first thing I want to do is something a little bit new, and it's a new structured way of doing our games.
Content?
Yeah. This is called the Bingo Wheel of Death.
Is surprised that we get to die? Because can I fill that?
Yeah, you wonder how to die alone? This is how.
You ever wish you were alone?
Every day.
If you would like to take the first spin of the wheel, Stephen.
Spioli.
Whoa,
Man.
gentle. Whoa.
Geez.
Welcome, Spioli.
So
I
many
thought I was
balls.
supposed to spin it. You told me to spin it, I'm spinning it.
What number did he get, dude?
He got. Oh, this is a good one.
What is it?
Do you want the letter too, or just the number?
Yeah, both, please. Yeah,
N36.
N36. All right, I'm looking at it here. Give me the ball back, thank you. N36 is, believe it or not, it's the pyramid game, everybody. Right? Where is it?
Is it?
It is. Oh.
It's a double-headed coin. It's heads.
It's always the pyramid game.
Holy shit, dude! You picked the pyramid game.
What are the odds?
So is the game we build a pyramid? Like,
No, it's the 100,000.
Stan and I will be the base. You guys got to climb on.
I feel like the bait, right?
Are you the master of the game, Stan? You know where I'm going with that.
No idea.
The masturbator.
Oh, damn it! Yes.
Hey, it's a morning zoo, everybody. All right, so this is the game where we all wrote down 5 words. We're going to give clues to what those 5 words are to one particular person. Like I'll quiz you or whatever, and you try to guess those words. Winner gets a swag pack. I've actually got stuff to give to you and to you and to you tonight. And anybody in the chat room that's even remotely close to getting anything right will get a swag pack as well. And who should go first, Philbert?
I'll go first.
Okay, do you know who you want to quiz?
I would like to quiz Stan.
Okay, so
only on the condition.
Got an answer?
No, yeah. Well, I mean, it would help. It would help if you answer.
You're gonna sign a waiver.
He's got to sign a waiver. He's not allowed to get mad.
He never gets mad. I've never
Have
seen
we
him
met?
I've never seen him get mad. Not once, ever.
I don't get mad.
He's got you confused
Mark
for
the
Mike.
tape.
You know?
He's always mad the whole time.
That's Mike's job.
All right, mark the tape so you won't get mad. You promise. 30 seconds on the board. Are you ready, Stan? You ready, Phil?
Yep.
Here we go. Wait, here we go. Wait, here we go. Wait, fuck, here we go.
If you were born with like leg defects and you couldn't walk right, you might have to have these prescribed for your legs.
Fuck it, I'm out. It's just gonna piss me off. Prosthetics.
Close. Something that'll help you walk straight. Takes time though, so you gotta wear them for a long time.
I'll never do
Forrest
anything
Gump
straight.
wore 'em.
I don't know. What is it? Wooden leg? Pinocchio?
You never saw Forrest Gump?
Yeah, I saw it, but all I remember was a
Remember
box
when
of
he
fucking
ran and
chocolates
they
him
broke
sitting
and
on
they
a
fell
stool.
off his legs?
Braces.
Yeah, at the buzzer!
Whoa!
I think
Wow.
I think I know where we're going with this.
All right, 1 for 1.
They're irrelevant at this point, but go ahead.
30 seconds on the board.
All right, if you were a professional athlete, like say a boxer, you might have to have one of these inside your oral
Mouth guard.
Yes!
Oh my god.
Look
Seriously?
at he's getting mad.
I'm kidding, right? I'm getting mad.
30 seconds on the board. Here we go.
If you're an old person, you might have to...
Dentures.
Correct.
Dude, I know every empty mouth joke there is. Go ahead, next.
Oh my god, dude, you're doing so good.
I try my mom's out all the time.
Okay, here we go. 30 seconds on the board.
If you've had some sort of oral prosthetic, you might need to wear one of these for a certain amount of time afterwards to make sure that everything stays in place.
Crown.
No. It's a portable adjustment that you put on throughout the day to keep things in order until they permanently stay there.
A stiffener.
You might build something like this on your property to keep rainwater from washing.
Fence.
Close.
Gutter.
It's
1 second.
No, close.
A barricade.
It's like think of landscaping, like a barricade wall. It's
Yeah.
Tell me, just tell
How
me.
many times out? Retainer.
Damn it, man. I don't retain much, bro.
We got AA Ron in the
Damn
chat
it,
room.
how did I not know that?
We got Glick, we got Nitwit, we've got Spicoli in the chat room. AA Ron got that right. Glick and AA Ron got mouthpiece, but Ron got retainer. All right, so you're
Nitwit got retainer too. He didn't spell it right though.
Oh, did he? Well, yeah.
It counts.
Retardiner.
Yeah. Retainer.
So what are you, 3 out of 4?
Yeah, I got one more, right?
One more.
One more, here we go.
Chiclets.
Without these, chewing your food might be difficult.
Teeth! Yeah, incisors!
So for the bonus, what do they all have to do with each other?
Stan's mouth!
Close. I'll give that to you. All things Stan needs.
That's racist.
Racist.
Well, Stan, you got 4 out of 5 and the bonus.
You're leading the show so far.
I got a swag pack for you, Stan, for your vehicle.
Hey, Ron almost got it.
You get a Harvest sticker from the band The Harvest. They just got back together.
Listen,
scheduled to appear.
I had Jarrett Moore come in and explain to me that a dentist was a doctor for teeth.
That took an explanation.
Did he go to medical school?
For me, he thought maybe.
Did Matt Williams give you any medical advice?
Yes, suck it. Like, what's that going to do for my mouth?
Show me what you can do with your mouth.
That's how I hold my dentures in. Who's next?
All right. I don't know. I could go next. Or if Steven's ready, if you'd like to.
Steven, go next.
I just had to write mine down because I didn't really understand.
But are they written down?
Take your time.
Oh, they're written down.
Oh, you're ready then.
Let's believe it.
Would you like someone else to go next so you can kind of absorb how the game is played, or are you ready?
Someone else can go.
All right. Fuck it. I'll go. I'm going to quiz. Let me look at my words here and see. God damn it. All right. I'm going to quiz Philbert. And then.
Bring it.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to quiz. I quiz you all the time. I'm going to quiz Steven. How about that? All right. Are you ready, Steven?
I don't have choice.
I made sure to do that right when he talked. All right, it's the pyramid game.
This is what
Steven Henry.
talk over.
Steven Henry.
Yeah, let's do this.
All right, Jesus, calm down.
Come on.
Sir.
Yeah, don't get excited.
Stop yelling at me, sir.
This is the most aggressive I've ever seen Steven.
I want the swag.
Everyone wants the swag.
All right, 30 seconds on the board. Here we go. First question. That's a little loud. Okay, if you have long hair and you put part of it up on the top of your head, you are wearing what?
A man bun?
Boom! Yes.
Ooh. Comb over. I would have went with but man bun. Yeah.
Man bun, 1 for 1, dude. I have confidence and faith in you, man. All right, here we go.
Someone does.
Yes, I have a lot in you. Okay, this is something that you could eat out of a crock pot at the Kevin Holly Show tonight.
Boiled peanuts?
Peanuts,
Boiled
yes.
penis.
Boiled penis, yeah.
No,
boiled
peanuts.
Boiled chipped penis.
Beef on whack.
Beef on whack.
Yeah.
All right, 30 seconds on the board. 2 for 2. Stephen Henry. Look at the big brain on Stephen. All right, this is an old football player from the Chicago Bears. He's got a funny name. It's a first and last name. First name is kind of like what I've got that's chipped. Last name is...
Oh, Dick Butkus?
There you go! Yeah! Dick Butkus! Excuse me. All right, 3 for 3, dude. You're freaking
Best
killing
name
tonight.
in football ever.
Okay, not the front door, but the...
Back door?
Back door! Boom! Look at this guy's on fire!
You know about your dicks and your back doors. I like that.
Last one to go. 5 for 5 tonight.
All right.
This is something you spread on a sandwich with jelly.
Peanut butter?
Peanut butter! Yes! So you've got man bun, peanuts, Dick Butt Kiss, back door, and peanut butter. What do these all have to do with each other?
Family Guy.
Are you Stephen Henry?
I wish I was.
You'd be taller.
All things you
I'd be
need to know to
smarter.
be an Uber driver?
Negative.
I have absolutely no idea.
Man bun, peanuts, Dick Butt Kiss, back door, and peanut butter. Peanut butter.
Dick stuff? Like
all reasons Ron should come out of the closet.
I think I'm going to give
You
it
might
to
have
him.
to give him that.
It's things that Stan gets excited about sexually. Oh, fuck.
Stephen Henry was not on that list.
Still got it!
Hey, Ron said
5 for
all
5.
sex toys that Stan uses. He gets,
he
one
gets it
too.
too. All right. There you go. 5 for 5. What's the bonus?
coming at you hard, Stan.
That's how I like it, Stephen.
Mark the tape.
Shots fired. Oh, dude.
So who's next?
Who do you want to be next?
I'll do it.
Something that Stephen Henry says to all the guys. So who's next? What? All right, he said he'll do it. Let's do it. All right.
All right, I'll pick Philbert.
Awesome.
Oh, man, this is a
awesome. All right, you go. 30 seconds.
Okay, these are people who punch people for a living.
Boxers.
Got it?
Pugilists.
Okay, next one.
All right. Documents you would have.
Passports.
No, like legal documents.
Briefs.
Yep, there you go.
Briefs? What? Really? Wait. Briefs?
Yeah.
You got briefs from that?
Yeah.
Wow. You guys are
I'm not
skilled.
that stupid.
Another name for sandals. He got it.
What? I didn't even hear the question.
Yeah, it said another name for sandals.
Thongs.
Is he reading it through the...
No, there's no way. For real, dude? I mean, I didn't even hear the question. You got it right. Thongs. He's got thongs on his mind.
What the hell?
All right. Last question?
No, that was those
four.
three. We're on 4.
Nitwit got it.
You play one of these on a guitar?
Picks.
No,
Strings. String bikini?
Which string?
A G string.
There you go.
Yeah.
What?
I like where we're going with this, man.
I think I know the answer, too.
This game would have been a lot better if you didn't spin the fucking wheel so hard.
All things Stan flosses with.
All right,
That explains so much. The kind of underwear women would wear. Like, what would you call those?
Bloomers?
No.
Granny panties?
Granny? Yeah, granny. No?
Well, close enough.
Panties.
Panties, yeah.
All right.
Oh, sorry.
You got it.
For the bonus, I'm going to say...
Kevin is so on. Like,
I know.
Thank you.
They're all things that people have
shit in.
Thrown on stage at Kevin's first comedy outing.
Ooh, I like
that's close enough. It was about Kevin. I said things Kevin wears on the weekend.
5 for 5, but missed the bonus.
Yeah. I'm glad he thinks this is the weekend.
I'm glad, too. Spanks for Nutson.
So who hasn't been quizzed yet? You?
Correct.
Yep.
Jesus, mother of God. I had to get the dumbest son of a bitch in the room.
Nitwit says bikini, Aaron panties, Stan can't floss. Spicoli says for G-string, he says something you play on the guitar, smoke on the water.
Stairway.
Spicoli TV. Check him out on Friday nights, Friday nights.
I love that
on the
guy.
Iron. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, they're both awesome. Smitty and Spicoli. 2 of my favorite people in the world. I've only met them a couple times once.
Nitwit has the most fine-tuned, technically, show there is, but Spicoli is a master at radio, bro. I'm telling you, that guy is a master. I mean, did I say Spicoli? I meant Smitty is a master.
Awesome, and he can free you from an elevator that gets stuck. I mean, he's like a fireman, dude.
And he's learning real estate now.
Are they the ones that broadcast from Ted Kaczynski's shed out back?
From what shed?
Ted Kaczynski.
The Unabomber.
Aren't they in like a little shed in the backyard?
I like they use his name instead of the Unabomber.
Well, you know.
You're like going for the deep cuts.
You never know who's listening.
Could you imagine not the real Spicoli, but the Spicoli from the movie Fast Times at Ridgemont High being a Unabomber? He'd be like, bro. I don't know, whatever.
That didn't sound anything like him.
I
like the way he thought he was going to tell a joke and fuck the word up. The main word up.
So Hoppy's a Unabomber?
This G-string.
All I know about is bombing.
All right, so it's me and you, right?
Oh, yeah, it's us. Fuck. Okay, here we go. Stand down there. We're going to quiz Kevin, the one and only Kevin Holly on there.
All right. Tell me when.
Oh, dude. Tell me when. He says it to me all the time. When you hear the goddamn music, that's
that shit scared the hell out of me.
I know.
A Michael Jackson song.
Beat it.
It starts with a B. It's the opposite of the Kevin Holly show. Also the opposite of good.
Bad.
Okay.
Woo! Wait, hold on. Slow down. I got to hit buttons over here, man. Okay. All right, I got it.
All right. Something my dick is not.
Big. Large. Long. Pretty.
Ding, ding, ding.
Pretty.
Ding dong.
What was it?
All right.
What was it? Long?
Long.
It was long.
Okay, cool.
Does it matter? You got it right. Shut up. All right. Something that is always long.
My brakes.
Another thing that Kevin Holly does that is always long.
Stories.
Story is it.
I got a story about that, too. All right. I'm 3 for 3. Dude, I think I should get light applause. Okay, here we go.
Can't speak.
Christ. Something a Kit Kat bar wants you to give them.
A break. Nitwit got stories. Aaron got stories.
Everyone got
breaks. Everybody got breaks. Holy shit, dude, that's funny. That's funny shit. Okay, ready?
All right. This is 2 words. First word is a synonym for hoss.
Fat.
Okay.
Truck driver.
Okay. Speaking of fat, fat resembles what I have of this.
Fat head. Big head.
Head is a part of it.
A dick head.
Dick is one way of saying it.
Give me head.
If you were to talk about my head, what would it be?
It would be you going.
If you were to talk about a dickhead, what would it be?
Stan Down Deyo?
If you were to talk about it on the Kevin Holly show, what would it be?
I don't know. Can't believe I didn't get it all.
Chipped?
Cock chat. Really? How did I not get that?
How did I get the dumbest fucker in the room?
I can't
His
believe
own show. Everything about it.
So,
Cock chat.
What are they all about?
I don't know. I didn't look.
Keys to success?
Read them to me again, please.
Bad, long, story, break, cock chat.
These are all things that occur in the first hour of the Kevin Holly Show.
These are all things you won't find on the Glick Show.
That's fucked up, man. That is messed up, dude. So I didn't win shit on that.
Well, you actually were right, but I had to change it right there.
Yep, it went Stephen Henry, Philbert, Stan, then Kevin on that one.
I think Stephen Henry took the gold on this.
Yeah,
Stephen!
Way to go, brother. I'm proud of you. Like, I'm really proud
Give
of you.
him his swag, man. He's dying. He
Got
wants
it
to know
right
what
here,
it is.
man.
Does he have to reach in the bag to get it? The box?
Gotta give him his applause, man.
He's got to reach in the box and fish it out?
No.
He's got to, reach into the box? No?
I'm spinning the prize wheel. And I'm going to give him... What are we looking at? The prize wheel
Herpes.
here.
Marijuana golf tees.
You get...
A free Uber pass.
A Bubba Who sticker.
Sure.
Bubba Who? No, I can't give you that. That's not even funny.
He takes back the swag.
I'll give you a Vape and Chill sticker. I can't give you that either. I'll tell you what I will do instead.
Here's a Kevin Holly card.
What is this?
I will let you pick your swag bag pack item out of the box of death.
Bum, bum, bum.
Go ahead, reach in the box. Wait a minute.
I've been here, dude. You might not want to put your hand in that box.
Hold on a second.
Kevin's hand is in it.
Do you have any heart conditions or anything that I should know about medically? Did you sign the waiver?
I just kind of want to die, so.
But we're going to have to leave the room.
Would you be mad if something injured you mildly, slightly?
I would be furious.
Fuck, all right.
I'd love to see that.
Only if
I'm
it's gonna
taking the
kill me.
taser out of the box of death, all right?
But you
Can
can
I
win
hold
the
that
taser?
for a second?
What?
No.
Can I please hold it?
No.
We can't tase Philbert. He's got a heart condition.
Don't do it.
He could die alone.
If you want to see how people die, tase me.
Don't tase him, bro.
And it won't be me that dies.
I'm not going to tase anybody.
Steven, would you like to tase Stan?
No.
Okay. Stan, would you like to tase
Are you
Steven?
lying?
No, I definitely would not want to tase you.
Nobody wants to get tased? Nobody ever wants to get tased. Well, what about this? Let's see if it works.
You're going to lose power.
Yeah, it doesn't even work. Battery's dead anyway. All right, go ahead and pick your swag pack out of the box of death.
Thing works as good as the
really wanna do
AC.
this.
It's okay. It's okay. I promise. No, wait. You gotta hold it. You gotta hold it. There you go.
Why do I have to hold it?
There you go. You already got something. There you go. What is that? What is it? What is it? What'd you get?
It's a used tissue.
No,
It could just be a diaper.
it's a diaper.
I think that was on Carmen's doll, wasn't it?
No, that's
Another thing Kevin wears on the weekends.
that's my.
He's going to need that back, too.
You don't want that. Would you like to pick something else?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Are those
I'll
your
give you-
period panties?
I'll give you. No, it was actually my.
Your dog's period
My
panties?
dog's period was my Chihuahua. Look, it's got a hole in the back where his little tail. Her little tail comes out. See that? Look at that.
That's so nice.
And it's blood stained.
Oh, it is. Oh, that's gross.
That better be chocolate.
You touched that.
That's what
I can't believe you made a guest touch that.
Take that. Wipe your. Stan was smelling
it.
it.
Smells like
Sharpie marker.
Oh my god, it smells delicious.
It's so gross.
He really thinks it's a marker.
I really know that it's shit now because I smelled it.
All right, I have a real.
Hold on real quick. That reminds me. Have you been to a recent baby shower? My niece just had a baby.
Not in a while.
Okay, they do one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen in my life.
Breed?
Not ridiculous.
Baby's breed?
That's just
Eventually, that's the worst part.
That's ridiculous. No. They do this thing where they take diapers and they take different candy bars.
Oh, yeah. They put them in the
Snickers,
diaper.
And then you have to guess what everyone writes down what their guesses are for each one.
Yeah.
And then they tally them up at the end. I got an idea.
I
Hold
don't
on.
get it.
Here's the thing. All right, so I'm going to do this Kevin Holly style.
Okay.
So what they do is they take diapers out of the package.
Yeah.
And then they open the diapers up.
Yeah.
And then they go buy candy bars. several different ones.
Bite size or
I'm
full
following you
size?
now.
And then they peel open the candy
Fun
bar.
size.
Stan, I feel like this story should start with you giving Philbert like a hard candy to like just get him in the mood to
A
listen
hard,
to all this.
hard candy.
Well, hold on a second.
It's like, I got a story for you. Have this Werther's original.
Go ahead and
like
spin the
that. I
wheel
like that.
of awful candy, Phil.
Oh man!
Go ahead and spin the
I
wheel
like
of
to call
awful
it my
candy.
Jolly Cancer.
Steven gonna eat it or I have to eat it?
No, you have to, man. You have to.
I
now.
got buttered popcorn or rotten egg.
There you go. Pick a yellow one. And Stephen Henry,
Right
I've got
there.
Blaine the Mono for you, a CD swag. Congratulations. And thanks for playing the game.
What even is this?
It's an awesome
It's a
band.
local band?
Local music.
comedy record.
Is that yellow?
Are you colorblind
No,
too?
that's not yellow.
Don't finger fuck all of the jelly beans, Phil. Just take one and eat it. A yellow one.
I got to open a pack.
Go ahead, open the pack, man.
Can we Lady in the Tramp that motherfucker?
Lady in the Tramp. I
Yeah.
don't know if we could do that.
Who's the lady and who's the tramp?
I don't give a damn. Call me what you will. As long as it's
All right, ready?
All right.
Rotten egg or popcorn?
Do it.
I hate this.
Just do it. You. Cheer it up. Cheer it up so we can hear you chewing it.
I am so lucky. Buttered popcorn.
Oh!
Yeah, maybe me.
It's good. Who wants to go next?
No, it was just
Is
you.
it?
Damn it.
I'll go next.
You got to spin the wheel. Luke McDermott did this. He threw it out.
Thank you.
Dude, Luke did it.
Drop it, but whatever.
Luke ate half that bin, dude. He's like, oh, these are all good. He had like blades of grass. He's like, this is pretty good. It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Luke's a special case.
Yeah, he is, dude. I love it. I heard him on your show, Steven, on How to Die Alone. I thought he was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I really like Luke. You know, I'd never met him before. I had him in the studio. He showed up and he was like, he was a very odd, weird kind of guy, but also extremely friendly, very funny. You know what I mean? He stuck around for 3 hours and hung out with Sunshine and Bullets and everything. It was fun, dude. We had a great
What else
time.
was he gonna do?
Well, I mean, I duct taped him to the chair, you know.
He was just waiting for the bodies to like disintegrate in the vats.
To soup up.
He thought it was an open mic.
They got to stew for a bit.
Yes, they got it. Like when you take a crap and you sit there on your phone and you're like on a log like a turtle, just basking, you know. I do it all the time, man. Hell, half the time I text Stan when I'm doing it.
Philbert, who is the most annoying guest you've ever been in the studio with, Kevin?
Besides you?
Other than me, of course.
Annoying.
You're looking at him.
Okay, I will say.
They're not listening.
No, I would say that
nobody's listening.
Luke he wasn't annoying, but he was like awfully quiet.
Really, dude?
I know to ask that question.
I liked him. He was just really
I
quiet.
loved him.
For a comedian, I thought he was gonna like be dropping bombs and stuff. We had to like beg him to say something funny.
I don't. You should revisit.
Zipping and zazzing.
Zipping and zazzing. Yeah.
He was like taking selfies
Zingers.
and like chatting the whole time on his phone. Like, yeah, I'm here, but whatever.
No, he was not.
Yeah, he was.
Hoppy was the one who was doing that.
On his own show.
You know what? I'm changing my response. You're right. I forgot I was here with Hoppy once. Hoppy's the most annoying person.
Aaron says in the chat room, Hoppy. I beg to differ, man. I love Hoppy. But you know what? I spend a lot more time with Hoppy than a lot of.
Hoppy's awesome.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite people in the world, man.
But he eats all the food. He eats all the food. He leaves crumbs everywhere.
Well, he's Hoppy Smash. Hoppy's break.
Oh, Hoppy break this.
You should see me eat like a cookie fucking monster.
Yeah, man.
Hoppy's cool, man.
Yeah, we love
fucking love Hoppy. I have to say that he's bigger than me and he beat up girls.
Hold on a second. Aaron's in the chat room. Aaron's in the chat room saying, "Why do you park in the front now?" Is Aaron downstairs? That would be really cool and really weird at the same time. Hey, speaking of Hoppy,
him and Hoss are spooning in the.
Speaking of Hoppy, dude, I got this. Remember? Okay, Hoppy fought in the Mike Calta Punch Out, and he fought a girl.
Oh, this is great, guys.
It is. It's really good. Rough draft. I think. Look, everyone's dancing. Come on, this is good shit. There you go.
So Philbert's dancing, and all of a sudden that's everyone.
Everyone.
Part of some morning zoo radio shit. He hit a girl and he liked it. Some part of some shock jock shit. Hoppy hit a girl and he liked.
Okay, whatever, man. It's like I said, a rough draft. I just spoke into my phone. That's all. You know.
I just don't get the humor. I mean, I beat my wife every night.
What the fuck do you mean you don't get the humor?
Beating women is just another Tuesday night.
It's because he got mad at us when we brought up the subject that he. Yes, please.
I'm going to let Aaron.
Sean, is he really here?
He said, "Come over the door."
If I get down there and you're not there, we will be fighting. Will you be kung fu fighting? Or will you be making judo bagels? Hey!
Aaron just ghosted him on the chat.
That'd be fucking hilarious. Come on, he hit a girl and he liked it. That's a great play. He got so mad. Hoppy got so mad when we were like talking about it. What? He says, "Come on."
But who hasn't enjoyed hitting a girl?
I don't know. I mean, you're taking it on a totally different tangent. You know what I mean?
What?
I know it's exactly what the song lyrics said, but you're taking it somewhere else.
Oh, this wasn't literal?
No. I mean, he literally did hit a girl over and over for 4 rounds. Dude, if you watch the video, I watched it.
I think she took a dive.
She won.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
I think he took a dive.
Dude, she hit him.
Everything is fixed.
In like the third round, she hit him like with 2 like right crosses, and they were earth shattering, dude. He was like, oh, ring his bell, dude. Like ring his bell. Yeah, see that? I'm quick, man.
I like your style.
Thank you.
That's nice.
That's what I do.
Like you didn't push a button. You actually that was
a
live
real
in the
bell.
studio and
It's
shit.
a live bell. Yeah.
Kevin commentated, but like the fight was over like 15 minutes prior.
The bell was the best part of the story.
Oh, if Aaron's not downstairs, there's no way he's down there. He's in like Kentucky or something.
He said that earlier. I'm listening from Kentucky.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Philbert's gonna be so mad, dude.
I let him go.
Yeah, well, I didn't know any better. He said, "Come on." I mean, I'm just going by what Aaron said.
Let the dude get some exercise.
Here's the thing: it's awesome. I love you, Aaron, way more than I did before you were in the closet.
He says, "I'm waiting here, man. How would I know that Kevin parked in the front?"
Because I freaking Facebook Live did earlier.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Oh yeah, you did.
Thanks for paying attention, because
I was telling you.
You did one of these.
I am in Kansas. Ha ha.
Not anymore.
We should call him Ha Ha Ron instead. Ha Ha Ron.
We're going to start calling him Dobert. Are you serious? That's hilarious. All right, let's lock the door.
I saw the Break Vision video. Yeah, lock him up. Let's all just leave, and he'll come back up here, and there'll be nobody in the studio. Stop breakdown.
That's fucking hilarious.
Oh, look, he's pissed off. Look at his face, dude. What is that?
Oh my God!
We already have those. Don't use those to wipe your eyes. No, those are Lysol wipes. Don't touch your eyes.
It can't hurt.
Yeah, you're right. It can only clean you up, dude. Just go ahead and take a fucking bath with that shit, dude. Phil, you gotta put those back, man. You stole those, man. They were in the hallway.
Where'd you steal these from?
The
They're
hallway.
dry.
That's why they were in the garbage then, probably.
These were in the garbage?
I don't know,
Are
man.
you serious?
I don't know.
No, they're in a pile over there in the corner.
A pile of garbage.
No, just
out
a
in the
pile.
hallway.
In the hallway.
So where's Aaron? Dumbass!
Ha ha, Ron. Oh, that's great.
Oh,
dude.
God damn it. I love that guy.
You followed him out there like a sheep, Phil. Thank you.
Dude,
The last time I get taken advantage of by him.
Dude, imagine how much more effective he's going to be when he comes out of the closet. That guy is going to be full force.
Gay Ron.
Lady Gaga Ron. Should we do one of my favorite things that we ever do on the show right now? We got time.
Take a break?
Stephen Henry.
Going for low-hanging fruit there.
Welcome to the show.
Is this going to be a story?
I'm still trying to figure out how one dies alone.
Let me show you. What?
At this point, I don't care if I die alone. I just want to die.
Now you're getting it.
4 months later, you get me.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
All right, let's do this, man. This is my favorite part of the show, and we're going to have fun here. Here we go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time. It is now time for Strange News on the Kevin Holly Show. Kevin Holly Show. Kevin Holly Show. Kevin Holly.
Shouldn't these called Strange Sagas?
Breaking news. Aaron is a dead man chatting. Not dead man walking, dead man chatting. Philbert's mad.
I'm not mad.
Yeah, you are.
I got like a little pre-break action.
Don't get mad before I do this.
He's all pissed off. Oh, where's my show prep notes, man? Oh, I mixed it all
They're
up.
not in that big book of jokes there?
Actually, yes, they are.
Yeah. See how we know how he
In
thinks
school,
now.
we call this nap time.
I thought you called it cock chat in school. Well, you
Sleep
didn't.
for 3 hours.
I didn't go to Penn State.
Stephen, you sleep all day.
I wish.
Wake up.
Do you really?
No,
You
I
sleep a lot?
wish. No, I sleep like 6 hours a day.
Oh, that's not a lot.
During the day? What about at night?
Taking it so literal.
But yeah, he yelled at me for taking that shit literally like 30 seconds ago.
Hey.
You know what? Me and Steven are going to do our own show. So anyway, Steven.
Yeah? What's going on?
I got some news.
They're both gonna die alone, dude.
Together alone.
How about we just kill you together?
Oh, we got a phone call here.
It's AA around apologizing. Hang up on his ass.
You are live on the Kevin Holly Show.
What's up, man?
What's up, Ron? Ron? Are you in the parking lot?
Kevin's coming down.
Hey, Philbert, you never let me in.
I don't go to the back door, dude.
Dude, he was turned around with his pants down. I don't know. What more invitation do you need?
He said backdoor guests are best. I'll be right back.
What a goofy laugh. What a goofy fucking laugh that was.
What the fuck was that?
It's a regional dialect laugh.
It's a Kansas laugh.
His laugh changes as he travels the country.
They're like, oh, the Wicked Witch, that's just normal. That's what they sound like.
It's like a cackle. What up, AA Ron?
He's still laughing.
It's Cackle Chat with Aaron.
Cackle Chat?
Did Philbert actually walk down?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, that's
I took the elevator. I almost got stuck on it. It like sticks between floors now. How would you have felt if that would have happened?
You guys got to stop coming on the ropes.
What?
Yeah, stick to the chat board.
Stick to coming on Stan Down Deyo's face. Thank you.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
It's brutal. Hey, AA Ron,
good for your complexion.
are you listening to the show right now?
Yeah, what's up?
Why the fuck would you call when we're about to break into our news story?
Yeah, you know better than that.
Because I don't want to hear you read.
I mean, we're thanking him. I don't know about everybody else.
When are you coming back, Aaron?
I'm not coming back.
Okay, yeah, nobody cares. So,
July?
July?
Yeah.
Why'd you gotta lie?
God damn it, Aaron.
July.
July?
Mexican word of the day.
We have a break to get to. What do you do?
Yeah, we have to come back and do the news. God damn it.
I'm not coming back to Tampa, though, I don't think. I'm going to Jersey.
You gonna come back to Newport Richie?
No, fuck Newport Richie.
So when he said coming back, you thought he meant somewhere else? Because that wouldn't be coming back.
Dan, what I meant is I'm going to be coming on your back.
Oh, okay. You and everybody else.
Yeah.
My dad did
It's
it. My uncle
hairless.
did
It's hairless. It's exciting.
Yeah, you're gonna need a
There's
back.
like no hair.
You're gonna need a back Zamboni to clean
It's
it.
like
dude.
an Etch-a-Sketch.
It
You have a full board to work with.
It lands and then it just runs right down the crack of his ass. It's awesome.
All right, guys.
Exactly.
I want to say it's been a pleasure, but I'd be lying. Have a good one.
Oh, hey, Ron.
No, thanks for hanging up.
Don't go away, mad.
Grab your pillow and your comfy pajamas. It's story time on The Kevin Holly Show.
Fucking hung up.
You really are going to tell a story, aren't you?
Well, I think we should do the news. I mean, that's part of the show.
Let's do it. Yeah, I
come
agree.
on.
Jesus Christ, man.
Let's. Can Steven read it?
No. He can comment on it.
It's funnier when Kevin can't read it.
Do you guys ever have sex with girls, or
Not unless they're sleeping.
what about women, like cougars?
Not unless they're sleeping.
You ever had a cougar before, Stephen Henry?
Yeah, I'm dating one.
Are you
dating one?
Yeah.
Sweet.
How old of a man are you?
At a certain age, they're not cougars
Old
anymore.
enough.
They're
Well, I'm
bears.
just wondering what cougar means to you.
I am 33,
65.
and she's about double my age.
Wow.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Congratulations. bro.
Is she
You
about
know,
ready
fist
to
bump.
collect on
Oh,
any
my-
Social Security or anything like
Yeah.
that?
That's
So
what
she's
I'm
a
saying.
sugar mama.
Sweet.
I don't need the money.
Well,
Now I know why you want to die.
speaking of cougars,
That's just the only reason I want to stay.
What has she taught you so far?
Oh, everything.
How to manage a checkbook.
Shut up!
How to do long division on paper with a pencil.
So she's almost double your age?
Yeah.
So you guys get 10% off everywhere you go?
15 at Taco Bell.
oh, that's bad. Dude.
Yeah.
Free coffee at Dunkin' Donuts.
I use my student
Can we
ID. She
stop
uses her
interrupting?
ID.
She's a senior.
It's pretty sweet.
I like it.
Nitwit says how to do needlepoint.
Hey, you ever know how to crochet?
Oh, that is the best voice I've ever heard you do, dude. Is that your old man voice? Old lady voice? Is that your cougar
That was
voice?
like Krusty on Simpsons. Do it again.
Yeah.
You know how to crochet?
Jeez.
That's my dick in the throat voice.
Like Crypt Keeper.
No, what?
Hey, Steven.
Dude, I just
I'm
wanna-
fucking my dick.
What? I'm just trying to get away from you old bitches. Not bitches.
How dare you?
Yeah, if he was a black guy, you wouldn't have said bitches.
Biden. Biden. Take it easy on the young guy, Biden.
You're all hands, man.
Yeah, you're handsy tonight, Biden.
Stansy, handsy, Stansy. Handy Stansy.
Are you going to tell a fucking story or
well,
not?
Yeah, if you shut the fuck up. Well, okay, speaking of cougars, there's a cat and mouse game. A mountain lion roams California backyards. I can't wait to be on Open Mic Live again, dude. In Azusa, California, a mountain lion roamed through the backyards in a neighborhood outside of Los Angeles before wildlife officers tranquilized it. Now, my question to you guys is, if there was a cougar in your backyard, how would you tranquilize it?
Roofie.
Would you give her like
Roofies?
Roofies? Now what? Oh my God, bro! We do the news and everybody calls in, but this is a good one.
Oh.
Welcome to the show, Pops. How are you?
Yes. Finally, we're saved.
Hello?
Oh, now I have an erection.
Now, everyone talks slow so that Pops can hear us. The phone system's not that great. Pops, welcome to the show. We love you. What's up?
Have you got a bunch of people there?
I wouldn't. Well, we got myself and Philbert and two heathens. If they.
What?
Yes, 4 people.
How many?
4.
If you're busy, I mean, and you've got things going good, I'll call you back at another time, but...
No, I'd prefer we talk now, Pops.
Oh, okay. Well, I just got a couple of quizzes for you guys.
Okay.
Pops quizzes?
Yes. Pops quizzes.
Number one is, and this is for your studio. You got anybody on the chat room?
We do.
A lot.
We
yes.
did.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
I can't hear you.
Yes, we have people in the chat room.
Okay. This is an opinion question, and I'm just gonna throw it out and see what you guys come up with. But what is the difference between love and like?
Pops, you've already done this one with us on the show.
I love Kevin's cock and I like Steven's ass.
What's that?
I said you're hot.
What?
The difference between like and love, I would say, would be
I'm asking your whole group, you know.
Okay, well, I'm part of the group, Pops. I mean, can I answer too, or?
What do you say?
I would say the difference between love and like is about $25.
I would say the difference... Pops, can you hear me?
Yeah, $25?
Yes.
How's that?
Please say I got it right. Is that the answer?
No, it's an opinion question.
So there's no right answer?
What?
So there's no right answer?
Oh, sure, everybody has a right answer for them, I guess. I got my idea what the right answer is.
Well, let's hear your idea.
Oh, I'm not going to tell you. I want to hear what you guys come up with.
Hey, Pops, can you hear me? It's Philbert.
Who?
Philbert.
Oh, okay. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic.
Okay, so the difference. I'm gonna tell you my opinion.
That's great. That's all I wanted.
All right. In order to love something, you also have to like it. But in order to like something, you don't have to love it.
What's that again now? Somebody was hollering in the background and I couldn't hear what you were saying.
In order to love something, you also have to like it. But in order to like something, you don't have to love it.
Yeah, you hit a nail on the head, man.
Oh,
That's,
come on!
You know why, Pops? Because we're both intelligent men.
Pops has you in the bag.
If I was going to give out a award, you'd get it.
Thank you, Pops.
What about the Glick have to say about that? Or does he?
Pops awards are like Kevin's swag bags.
Now, I got Glick in the chat room says, who cares if people call? It's not like the show could possibly get any worse.
What was that again?
Glick.
That's the first thing I saw Steven respond to something. He's like, no shit.
He keep me off the air. Is that what he did?
No. He said every woman has 2. He said every woman has 2. What are you, deaf?
I can't hear you guys. I got the speakerphone on and everything, and you guys are...
Come on, Pops. Radio rule number 1. Turn off your goddamn speakerphone.
Can you understand me?
Yes.
Crystal clear.
I mean, we don't know what the fuck you mean, but we hear you.
I only know what you said because I heard it last week.
Hold on, let me try this, Pops. Pops, can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but I can't hear. I don't make out what the fuck you're saying.
Glick says every woman has two.
Who has two?
Every woman in the world.
But every woman. Name something that every woman has two of.
Sure. Yes.
Yes.
God, this is way better than news.
Your wife's got two. Your wife? You're talking about your wife?
No, I'm talking about Stan's
My
wife.
wife is no woman.
What is this?
You got.
This is Joe.
Kevin.
No, you got Kevin. You got Philbert.
And Haas.
You got Stan.
Who asked me what every woman has two of?
Kevin.
Kevin. Okay, Kevin.
I mean Glick.
Yeah. Glick did.
Jay.
No, hold on. I'm looking at
Aaron.
It was Aaron.
What does every woman have two of?
It was Aaron that asked.
Kevin.
Yes.
No, that's not good. And I may get trouble with it. I want to see Philbert ask
You call bullshit on it.
You call me.
Philbert.
Yes.
You asked me what your wife has two of.
Yeah.
She's got two assholes, and you're one of them.
Oh, Pops. Why did you have to do that? I'm the only one that likes you here, Pops. Come on.
All right. Listen, Pops. We're gonna take our last break.
Hey, I'll tell your wife I love her, and I take that back. I just had to. I figure you guys need a little backing up if it's going like normal play here. But maybe I'm wrong, and if it is,
I know. I know.
I'll call back another time.
I know you did not mean it, Pops, because deep down inside you kind of. I know you didn't mean that because deep down inside you feel like I'm kind of like a long lost son of yours.
I wish you were long lost.
Yeah, short lost.
What?
Okay then. Yeah.
Pops, we're gonna take our break, man.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Take a break. Bye.
I love you, man. Pops, everybody.
Back in 45.
Take care, Pops.
All right. That was brutal. Pops is hard of hearing, and we have a terrible phone connection, so that was a little difficult. But
Are we taking a break?
Yeah. Speaking of mountain lions, if a cougar was in your backyard, would you sedate it or just date it? Thank you. I digress. Timing's everything. So what are we doing? We're going to take our last break, and we'll come back, and we'll just fucking do the last couple. We got one more game to play, and we got all these news articles that we didn't get to.
I think when we come back, we let Steven host the show.
I already asked
That's a good
him.
idea.
He said no.
I was probably going to go.
Oh, he's going to go.
He's ghosting on us.
No, we're not taking a break then. We're going to finish out the last hour with Stephen Henry, everybody. Wow. Nobody ever bails our show, man. Nobody ever.
Really?
No one's ever bailed. I'm just kidding.
Pretty sure someone has. I think Jacob's left mid-set.
Kevin has freaking bailed on his show.
Jacobs did not leave mid-set. All right.
Jacob stayed for 3 hours.
Yes. And he said things like, here's some quotes from John Jacobs. He said,
he was like, I like Nazis. And I was like, that's John Jacobs.
He's like, I don't hate you. I feel bad for you. Yeah, anyway. What are you staring at me like that for? Stop it!
Because I'm jealous that he's leaving and I'm fucking stuck here.
Aww.
You don't have to be.
You can sit on my lap.
I
with
do.
Philbert.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to a bar.
I respect Philbert.
Why don't you guys all go to the gym and pump each other?
Or then we can do an arrogant after gym fucking periscope.
Hey, look at me, guys. I just pumped up. I got shit to say.
No one gives a fuck. I love you, Glick.
Jesus, he doesn't sound like that.
Oh, look at me, guys. I just pumped up.
No.
How does he sound?
He's more like kind of like the giraffe from Toys R Us.
We could do the progression of the Glick show.
Joffrey doesn't have a job these days.
Joffrey's out of a job.
Coincidentally, neither does Glick.
Giraffe.
Wow.
He's given some deep throat. That's what
Serious deep throat.
I get it because he's a fucking giraffe. Wow.
It's better when it's explained.
Yeah, thanks.
Most jokes are.
That was me being a dick. I'm sorry, but you're leaving. You know.
being a dick loses its effect if you apologize for it.
I'm sorry.
Stan gives lessons. Like,
He gives dick lessons.
Oh my god. $5 a pop.
What I mean is like
pops.
Yeah. I'm sorry if that if I was a
just
dick.
gotta fill out the application. He'll fill you out. That's how it
Ooh,
works.
Yeah.
Well,
It's an online application.
the only way I'm filling him out is one of them things out of Glick's box.
It's more like an appetizer, though. You don't make it full.
It's like eating in a fancy restaurant. There's a whole bunch of shit around it, but there's not much there to eat.
You just got to go for the garnish.
If it's
I shave, bitch. Fuck you.
Hopefully it's mint.
The seafood garnish.
Mike.
Hey, check it out. I've been pouring my beer into this cup, right? Okay, I mean my non-alcoholic beer, my NA beer. Okay, and it's got the foamy top, you know. And I'm looking at it, and it reminds me of the Yankees. There was like some kind of call to action about the Yankees, where they said that they're no longer allowed to use Judge and Giancarlo Stanton's faces in the beer foam ad that they have. Have you guys seen that?
No.
They have this like beer foam ad, and it's got the faces of their two strong like home run hitter guys out of beer foam. It's like a Bud Light, like a commercial kind of thing, like a banner kind of. So I started thinking to myself, like, as soon as you put your face to Giancarlo Stanton's face, it breaks up. Kind of like when he got beamed by that fastball that knocked his little. Well, you know what I'm talking? No, you know what I'm talking about?
What just happened?
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
What are the Yankees?
He finally told a short story and it sucked.
Yeah, is this ball talk?
I'm just kidding. What? I'm very uncomfortable right now. I mean, spectacle is spectacle.
Thank you.
That was great. I thought you had a button for that.
I got a button for this. It's called "Turn Your Mic Off."
Are you-
What? Don't
I
knock.
would. I would.
People can't see you.
I just come on here to ruin this show so mine sounds better. What are you talking about?
Every show sounds better. Even fucking To Die Alone. How to Die Alone. We all die alone. You're gonna die alone.
This is a
whatever.
goddamn awesome show. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's
it really
better
is.
than mine, is what I'm saying.
No, this show is awesome.
What show? Oh, this show.
TK.
The one we're on right now.
Oh, fuck! I forgot we're still doing a show.
The host sucks, but the show's
Damn,
great.
I thought we were on break.
I'm
you really-
so lost right now.
Are you really leaving?
Yeah.
Dude.
Okay. Well, talk to him for a minute before he takes off.
Stephen,
Yeah, be a host, man.
Stephen Henry.
Hey.
I was gonna talk to you for a minute before you left, so I was rudely interrupted by these guys. What I would like to know is where are you going to be performing next? When can we hear your show?
Where are you going to be performing?
How do
next?
people get a hold of Stephen Henry and his awesome show?
Don't get a hold of me. No.
Leave me the fuck alone.
Unless you're Joe Biden. I'm holding out for Uncle Joe's hands.
Holding out.
It's reserved.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, you're coming out to it tomorrow. I'm gonna
Absolutely.
I'm just doing mics this week. I'm not doing anything impressive. So, doing Cafe Hay and Pokies tomorrow. Cafe Hay's like 7. Pokies is like 9:30, and then that's about it for this week. Well, Steep Station in St. Pete. These are open mics. They're like nothing exciting, but
Well, I'm sure they're very exciting.
no, they're the worst part of the whole thing.
Well, is Matt Williams going to be at any of these?
See, you say that, but that's I go to a lot of open mics.
I'm sorry.
And but you gotta. I mean, if you weed through the bullshit, you start to find gems. You know what I mean? Like your Stephen Henrys, like your Jarrett Moores, like your, you know what I mean? The Ricky Hickens. You know what I mean? That's where you find these guys.
Well, Jarrett comes from the Orlando scene where they actually have crowds at their mics.
But he does a lot of work here.
When he's in town.
Where's Cafe Hay?
Cafe Hay's in Tampa. Like they're within like a half mile of each other. Cafe Hay and Pokies. Like
So
Pokies
downtown,
is
or?
downtown.
Yeah.
On the corner of Ashley and Madison.
Ashley Madison, yes. I'm very familiar with their website.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
It's a great service to get serviced on. So there's that. There's Cafe Hay.
The nursing home, right?
Oh yeah.
Dang, I'm back.
Will you leave his girlfriend out of this?
She's the cool one.
Well, no shit.
Damn, you're a dick. You should
Well,
apologize.
no shit.
You should apologize for being a dick.
And
I'm sorry.
No, I set it up and Stan knocked it down.
That's because he's only like 4 feet tall.
And yeah,
I've been standing up all the whole show.
we record the podcast on Sundays, and it's also on IRN on Sundays.
IRNbroadcast.com.
Oh yeah,
the Internet Radio Network.
And then we put it out on Wednesdays. Like,
wait a minute. So your show is competing with our show on Wednesdays?
I wouldn't say your competition.
Okay. All right. No, it's one big happy family.
Either with Hoppy or...
One big happy family.
So they were fishing in very different ponds.
Wow. Aaron's in the chat room saying that here comes Stan saving the show. Kevin's not prepared at all. Laugh out loud.
He just got blocked.
Yeah. I mean, it's not... Okay, why would I be prepared for when we're supposed to be on break? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. So, Steven, tell me more about where you're going to be this week.
And then, April 5th, I'll be at 81 Bay doing like an actual show.
That's a Thursday. A Thursday night.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm very smart.
So that's next week.
Next week, Thursday.
Yeah.
So, during the Open Mic Live show...
Actually, it's just after it, but go ahead.
Just after it.
Yeah.
But
and that's an actual... You've got a set. It's not an open mic.
Yeah, I'm just doing shit I know works, so...
Nice. So, when you guys do open mics, a lot of that is practice in front of your peers? Is that how that goes?
In Tampa, yeah, it's almost always in front of your peers. In Orlando, it's in front of crowds.
Okay. There's just more people in Orlando, you know? I mean, it's one of the larger cities in the country, you know?
That's part of it, and the people there, the audience is generally respected a little more. Like, a lot of people don't go out to the mics here just because, like, you go out to the mics and it's kind of shitty very often in Tampa.
What kind of mics are you going to?
So you're saying there's better talent in Orlando?
It's not that there's better talent. It's just like...
Well, you got to bash our city, man.
No, I like
think that was a direct hit on Matt Williams.
Go for the big targets.
So now he's a gay basher.
Well, go ahead. But seriously, I mean, why do you think that they go out to the open mics more often there?
I mean, it's a Disney town, and like it's from
so you
the
gotta
audience
dress up as like Mickey Mouse when you do this.
From the audience's perspective, they're just looking for some like kitschy bullshit to do on a Tuesday night, and it's like you just go to a bar and just watch people tell jokes about how they hate Trump and shit, and like that's basically what the Orlando scene is.
Foreigners find everything funny.
Do you have to alter your approach when you go out there? I mean, due to the type of crowd that's there. Is it a more wholesome crowd?
It's not more wholesome. It's definitely more PC, and the other thing is they're definitely more performance based. Like everyone there is loud and moves a lot.
They're like howdy.
Wow.
What? Howdy.
So it's like Comic
Do you want to put the painting back up?
Comic du Soleil. They want performances while you're doing this shit.
Oh, it's very français.
Right. Be careful up there if you fall.
What's with these theme parks?
But like the Tampa scene is usually like weirder, more experimental people like Tommy.
Right,
like,
I got you.
Tommy Gill's not going to be out there.
He's too smart for them fuckers.
He is too smart. He's too smart for a lot of people here.
That's great, dude. He has some of the best content. He does have some of the best content I've ever heard.
Yeah.
So where do you lie politically? Left of center, right of center, centered, way right,
Well,
way
I
left?
gotta go.
I'm just curious, you know. I think I'm more centered, maybe a little right of center, you know.
I don't really even know anymore.
Do you tell a lot of political jokes?
No, not really.
Do you like Roseanne?
Huh?
Are you a fan of Roseanne?
No, not really.
There you go. He's left.
How many genders are there?
Why
6.
are you doing this? No, I used to think I was very left until like all this stuff lately. Like
You started to back away from it a little bit.
The identity shit.
Yeah, sure.
And like I really started to back away with like the crazy anti-gun stuff. Like it just gets way over the top.
I can understand that.
And I was like, because you even bring people the evidence, and you're like, well, if you look at the stats, this, and this, and they're like, well, I don't care, because like you're just wanting to hurt kids, and I'm like, well, you're just appealing to emotion, like you're not having an argument.
Oh man, I'm actually you just climbed a couple of pegs with me. you really did. I mean, because I have some very far left relatives, and we get into these debates for years, man, for like half my life, you know, most of my adult life, and I feel the same way. It's like, come on, I'm presenting you with a factual debate, if you will, and they are just like all emotion. You know what I mean?
think liberalism has moved so far left now that it's almost not even recognizable to what it was 30, 40 years ago.
Sure. And a lot of people are like Steven said, just kind of like, oh, well, this I'm kind of shying away from, and that I'm kind of shying away from, and it's bringing more people to center, and the news isn't reporting it, and it's not popular as far as when you turn the TV on, but when people are in a room like this just talking to each other, it's actually, we're all usually on the same page. We never argue.
I also think there's truth to the saying that the older you get, the more conservative you get. When you have kids and things change in your life, you start thinking differently. And I don't need like a 60-year-old woman that's never been married, that's never had kids, telling me how I should be raising my kids or what I should be doing, because she doesn't have any point of reference to that.
Or limited, maybe. You should. I mean,
Or
let's
limited.
not offend people, Phil.
No, you know what
So
I'm
anyway,
saying.
Stephen, what offends you?
The show.
TKHS. So Aaron says the same fuckers eating Tide Pods are trying to change the world. Listen, I don't see the problem with Tide Pods.
Have
That's
you
his
tasted
parents
it?
getting lazy.
You could use to clean your mouth a little bit. Just saying.
My mom, I had soap in my mouth a lot, but it doesn't work.
I wish that had been in a meme like 50 or 60 times. Like, that would have been way better than when he said it.
Jesus
Like,
you're not wrong.
I'm sorry, but like that is what offends me. It's just like lazy observations like that. You know what I mean?
Are you
Like-
ripping on Stan?
No, not Stan. I'm ripping on the
Oh, no,
Tide
on-
Pod guy.
on
Like,
Aaron?
Yeah, it's just like, oh well, the
How am I
millennials
so
just
lost?
eat Tide Pods, and it's like,
Yeah. Of course I don't. Ryan Hoppy's
It's
a huge...
stereotyping, right?
well, no, it's not even
Oh,
stereotyping.
yeah,
It's just it's a simple reference everyone's made. It's like how for like 2-3 years everyone was like, oh, fuck vegans and blah blah
Right.
blah. And I'm like, well, that's a real hard position to take when everybody says fuck vegans.
Well,
It's kind of silly. Like I've met vegans that lost 200 pounds and beat diabetes.
Yeah,
And I'm like, so
and there's
proud,
vegan
you know?
weightlifters and shit, but
Yeah,
like
there's nothing wrong with being vegan.
No,
no, lesbians are vegans.
No, but it's when they push their agenda on you like a religion. That's like, I don't have a problem with vegans. I have a problem with pushing movements of any kind.
That's the thing, though, which goes back to what Kevin and I were talking about. God, you're going to suck me into being here for like another hour. It's the ideology shit. Like when people defend an ideology over the evidence and the facts. Like,
Common sense, I'm sure.
That's the craziest thing, and it's every ideology. It's like feminism, libertarianism, conservatism, liberalism. Like any ism, they're like, well, everything comports to this simple little thing that we just see the world through, and that's the way we're going to conduct ourselves. And it's like, well, the evidence doesn't back what you're saying at all. But you're just going to stick to it.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, it's common sense gun reform, or like whatever the fuck.
Don't we already
that
have
means.
most of that? I mean, dial down. I was having a debate online with another radio guy. I'm not going to mention his name on my show, but
Was it Mike?
No. And
He's stupid.
And they were okay. It got to the point where I was just like, what? What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at, Phil?
Deo made me laugh.
That's a rarity. No, but it's the same thing. I'm with you on this, dude. I'm not going to get into a big thing. I know you got to go, but like when people debate with emotion and you present them with facts, then if they continue with their emotion and don't look at the facts, like if somebody presents me with facts and I'm wrong, I'm like, holy shit, you know what? Yeah, that's a great point. Let me check that link. Let me read that. Oh wow, I didn't think of it like that. That's a different point of view. But sometimes people don't, do that, and it's like at that point you realize that you're having the same typical predictable argument, and you have to just walk away from it. And then they, yell at you about it. Oh, you're walking away.
So this is what was crazy to me with like the whole Me Too thing. Just fuck my career. So like the whole Me Too thing that bothered me. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna lose all these open mics.
No big deal. I just bashed Tampa.
Don't worry, nobody's listening.
Yeah.
These 3 people with the 4 friends they have are going to freaking ruin it.
2+ hours in, and not here. So like, the thing was, there would be guys who were talking about like how they got molested or something, like Terry Crews, and I think there was a guy from Supernatural talking about how he got molested, and then immediately after was like, but this isn't about me, it's about the women. I'm like, you don't have to say that. You can have pain too.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking crazy that you're like, well, the ideology is more important than my suffering. I'm like, that's fucking insane.
I found that it only hurts the first couple times, and then you get used to it.
Stephen, I think you may be one of the more centered, or slightly left of center. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you clearly said, like I used to think I leaned really far to the left, and now I'm starting to kind of back towards the center. That is perfect. I wish that was. Philbert and I grew up in Chicago, outside of Chicago in the suburbs, and half our family still lives there.
Yeah.
And they're very, very, very far left, like the city is.
Yeah.
And when you talk about gun control, when you talk about the Women's March, they are so like Chicago spoke and blah 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 blah. And you try to just reason with them, and it's so filled with emotion. And I wish that
They'll
they
block
would,
you on Facebook, your own family, because you disagree with them on something.
I wish that they would just kind of walk it back a little bit. You know what I mean?
I really loved, and what was it they had, like the March for Life or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck for the
Just
guns
happened,
this weekend.
yeah.
Like, I really appreciate that so many women took the time and they were willing to put themselves aside and make it about their pussies. Like,
Yeah, again.
that was very nice.
Yeah. That's where
you
I
know,
was
it's
going
funny
with
you
that
say that
argument.
because like in corporate America, there's a big push to hire women right now. Women and what homosexuals, whatever, and they come. The CEOs will come right out and
He
talk
knows his
about
audience.
all the women that they've hired and stuff.
One person,
like that's all they're considering for candidates now.
It's weird they don't.
So
do
what
that.
does that do? What does that do? What kind of world is it
What
where
do
they're
they-
only
it-
considering one sex because they feel like they haven't considered them before?
I thought it was a
now
gender
you're ignoring
spectrum.
the best person for the job because you're only considering women.
It's weird you don't see those commercials for the waste management company where they're like, we just don't have enough
Exactly.
women garbage.
Wow, good point. Yeah.
Or Major League Baseball.
Well, go ahead.
That'd be badass. What if the movie Men at Work was all women?
Whoa, man at work.
Humans at work.
Well, Charlie Sheen was in it, and
They
it's
would fuck
debatable
up-
whether or not he is. Or
They would
isn't.
fuck up the stakeout because they get in a fight the whole
Wait.
time.
The best part of that
Picking
movie,
through the garbage for shit to save.
they had a clear bags of Italians window shop.
I'm gonna upcycle this.
Dude, the best part of that movie was when the angry veteran black guy that kidnapped him with the shotgun. He answered the door for the pizza guy, and he had that like weird cartoon vision where you look at the person and they turn into like a steak or a ham or whatever. And he looked at him and he had one of those rice field hats on, and the music was like ding dong, and he's like, "Call me faster, gets no food." And he grabs him and pulls him in the house and slams the door. Now they got another hostage, and Stan's looking at me like
That guy was great.
No, you just
in
turned
the
into
movie
a
They
dick to
Live,
me.
by the way.
addicted to me. Add addicted to me.
Yeah, no steak, no ham. You just look like a big penis right now. Big cartoon penis.
With a bite
With a chip in it.
Sorry.
Oh, come on, man.
I went on break for a second.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, what I've been trying to tell you, Stephen, and to add to the conversation,
Is that he thinks you're sexy.
contribute to the fact that you.
I get it.
He is kind of.
Totally wants your G-strings.
You're too sexy for your specs.
I want to play Smoke on the Water with you. That's another question, man. I noticed when watching on social media the How to Die Alone podcast, you guys have guitars.
Stalking you on social media.
Let him finish. God damn it.
I know, thank you.
I can't.
Thank you.
Because it takes forever.
You've got
Goes
good-
nowhere.
This is why. This is why. Hashtag me too.
We missed a break by like 25 minutes.
Yeah, we're not probably going to take one. Yeah, we will. We'll take a really quick one, just to walk you out and take a wee and come back in. We'll take a 7-minute break.
Let's take a wee little break.
A wee little break. A wee little break. A wee little break because we're on the WBR FM over in the United Kingdom. I don't know if you guys knew that, but we are no longer being replayed on the WBR FM. We are live on the WBR FM. You know what that is? It's this.
For the best in music and entertainment, keep it right here.
Actually, Captain, this species obviously emanates from a superior race of DJs.
DJs.
Real radio for real people. This is WBR FM.
Fuck yeah!
By the power of Grayskull.
Come on, that was Britney
I will
Spears
see
in
you
there.
in both venues tomorrow.
Yeah,
We're
definitely.
going to Cafe Hay, and then I'm going to stalk you all the way over to Pokey's.
I might only be able to do Cafe Hay tomorrow. I didn't realize Pokey's wasn't until 9:30, and that's like an hour from my house. And I have I might still be able to do it though.
And at his
I
age
feel
and
like
your
you were going to
girlfriend's
say
age.
something and you got cut off.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, man, we thought we had
Bring it
success.
back. I can make it in 30 seconds or less though.
Mm.
The whole March for Our Lives.
That was 30 seconds, by the way. No, go ahead.
For 30 seconds. The March for Our Lives. When people were discussing it with me online, I was doing it with this radio guy. And I mentioned to him that I watched video of this march, and there was a lot of people that had pussy hats and anti-Trump signs. And I said they lost the message. What message were they? Because he was like, "Oh, these kids had a message. It's better than you." He called us. He called me a gun. What did he call me? Oh, the word is so funny, dude. Not fanatic, but
Fetishist, probably?
Fetishist,
Yeah.
yes.
They love using that.
I know, and I'm like,
It's just a word.
It's funny because everybody's got like the same fucking like textbook they play
Yeah,
from. Like when they're in
exactly.
ideology.
Is fetish just a
it's
word?
so awesome that you like openly like saying like, listen, dude, I was there and I'm starting to crawl back a little bit to the other side, but more to the center at least. You know, I love that, dude. And you're seeing the same things that piss me off, and that was one of them. And they were telling me like, you know, you're a gun fetishist and blah blah blah. And I said, listen, if they had the message on their signs and they were yelling out that was, you know, hey, how about some red flags? You know, with background checks. If a red flag comes up, you know, if somebody's had the cops called on them 38 times, whatever, you know, have those kind of things restrict people from obtaining weapons or have them taken away, whatever it might be. But instead, they're all just like, ban AR-15s, and you just want to kill children, and fuck Trump, dump Trump, and, pussy hats and all this. And the dude was just like, you're wrong. You're wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. You're delusional. And I started getting all these name-calling bullshit, They're
like, we need to get rid of the guns and the wage gap. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah, global warming. that teenage kid was talking about global warming, dude. We got to vote out Republicans. And what about global warming? And I'm like, what is this? What the hell is this? Shit, I asked my cousin, like, why were you in the Women's March in Chicago? What made you want to do it? And I was being honest. And she's like, I don't have to tell you. And I'm like, but you fucking marched when you were out there,
The funny one, my cousin posted one. And
speed dating.
I think I'm going to leave on this.
Speed dating cousins.
My cousin posted this thing where it was a picture, and it said, the only guns we need in classroom are these, and it was a picture of Rosie the Riveter. I'm like, oh, the war marquee?
Yeah, exactly.
Your point is we need more war. Fucking killing it.
Islamophobic, xenophobic, racist, homophobic, sexist.
All terms of endearment.
God bless us.
All right, listen, everybody.
This is what Stan's wife says during sex.
No, the Serenity Prayer is what she said during sex.
You don't have sex.
Not while she's awake. Right.
She's looking at his teeth. The things I cannot change.
Holy shit. Hold on, while Stan strokes out, I'll talk for you.
Fuck you. You're an asshole. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Stop making me open my mouth.
All right,
There's no cameras. You're fine.
Listen, let's take our last break. We'll make it really fast. We can walk Steven out, use the bathroom. We'll come back in like 7 minutes.
When we get back, Gap Chat with Stan.
Gap Chat with Stan. Steven, thanks for coming, man. Check them out tomorrow night at Pokey's in downtown Tampa. You're welcome, man. I appreciate it, man. You're awesome to meet. And also at Cafe Hay before Pokey's? Pokey's. Yep. Sounds like a gay Jamaican bar. Pokemon. Thank you.
It's British.
This is why he doesn't do time?
Nope. I'm going to do time, but not the way you think.
You'll be holding pockets while you're doing it.
That's good. That's pretty fucking good.
Thanks, buddy.
Right now.
All right, check out the How to Die Alone, How to Die Alone podcast, released on Wednesdays. And check out Stephen Henry doing open mic on Thursday, tomorrow night at Pokey's and at Cafe Hay. And then next week, Thursday the 5th, at, what was it again?
81 Bay.
81 Bay. Thanks for coming, bro.
I love you, Stephen.
All right, we'll be right back with the end of the show.
Chris Glick on the Kevin Holly Show. When he's in the room, he's ch***ing off.
U-Haul at the strip club. There's a U-Haul at the strip club. Someone's moving in or out, but first they want to see some titties. U-Haul at the strip club. There's a U-Haul at the strip club. Someone's moving in or out, but first they want to see that butthole. Yo, I gotta move my stuff. I gotta choose a moving service on me seeing some bucks. So for the price, if I'd have hired 2 men in a truck, I got a U-Haul stiff tip $10. U-Haul at the strip club. There's a U-Haul at the strip club. Someone's moving in or out, but first they want to see some titties.
This is Kevin Holly, host of The Kevin Holly Show, live on the IRN Internet Radio Network. One time I fell down the stairs. I know somebody who actually put a cat in their freezer. I have 2 guinea pigs. I have a goldfish that's 5 years old. I have a huge suckerfish. It's a Plico clitoris. You are listening to the IRN Internet Radio Network. The Kevin Holly Show, live on the IRN Internet Radio Network.
day I had a seizure. Fun was over, checking myself in. Yet it was just weeks before that. Car was totaled, I'm staying at my dad's. All time I thought I was clever. Who am I fooling? We all know I'm sick. I think it's fun, it's just beginning. I got it bad, 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 bad. But I notice I'm not living. I got it bad, 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 bad. I think it's fun, it's just beginning. I got it bad, 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 bad. But I notice I'm not living. I got it bad, 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 bad. Every day I used to think I'll have a drink.
Hey, what's up? It's Ryan Hoppy from the two-time award-winning Hoppy Hour podcast, and you are listening to The Kevin Holly Show. How's Pops doing?
Got a truck stop in Manhattan. Kathy girl, what's happening? Your favorite podcast invited, so go on, get to listening. No, Pops is not a pimp. No, Pops is not a pimp. Drive around your pimp, drive it for me. She rents a small house in Newport Richie. She gets up super bitchy, carpet munching on her dinner. Her girlfriend wears no panties. Jay, you got it, she don't want it. Jay's got it, she don't want it. Jay Brooks got it, she don't want it. She wears a chain wallet in her pocket. Jump in the tractor with Kathy, drives for miles in it. Anywhere she wants, puts vertical smiles in it. She will rape a lady, she will rape them all. She's not gonna give it to Jay. Gold microphone shining so bright. Jay Bird's vodka on ice. Unlucky fool, Trucker Kathy's a dyke. That girl's a dyke. Unlucky fool, Trucker Kathy's a dyke. That girl's a dyke. Sex with ladies all night. Silk sheets, sleeper cab. Alright. Unlucky fool, Trucker Kathy's a dyke. That girl's a dyke. Unlucky fool, Trucker Kathy's a dyke. That girl's a dyke. Driving trucks to San Francisco, banging girls where she go. She won't be your chica, but she listens to the Kevin Holly Show. She will never meet a bush that she won't eat. I promise that you smile, ain't never gonna leave. Licking titties in Paris, pussy hat she'll wear it. Got 9 rearview mirrors, smell a finger, who's the fairest? Is it you? Is it you? Is it Jay? Is it Jay? It's gay butts. It's gay butts. We agree, Trucker Kathy. Jump in the tractor rig, Kathy drives for miles in it. Anywhere she wants, puts vertical smiles in it. She will rape a lady, she will rape them all. She's not gonna give it to Jay. Gold microphone shining so bright. Jay Bird's vodka on ice. Unlucky fool, Trucker Kathy's a dyke. That girl's a dyke. Unlucky fool, Trucker Kathy's a dyke. That girl's a dyke. Say you cross state lines to get with all the ladies. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Tell me what's on your mind. If you want a girl, gonna hit it. Lesbians for you. Tell me, Kathy, Trucker Kathy, what you trying to do? Gold microphone shining so bright. Jay Bird's vodka on ice. Unlucky fool, Trucker Kathy's a dyke. That girl's a dyke. Unlucky fool, Trucker Kathy's a dyke. That girl's a dyke. Sex with ladies all night. Silk sheets, sleeper cab. Alright. Unlucky fool, Trucker Kathy's a dyke. That girl's a dyke. Unlucky fool, Trucker Kathy's a dyke. That girl's a dyke.
John Jacobs on the Kevin Holly Show. He may have been a reality star, but in reality, he's not funny. He's
till it made me sick. From money, I would cut my own dick off just to see a Super Bowl kickoff. From money, I would lie to a judge for the price of a pint of fudge. From money, I would change my name to Osama bin Hitler Hussein. From money, I would paper cut my nipple for a quarter and a dime and a nickel. From money, I would read a long book. I mean a really long book. For money, I'd recycle cans, give a hand job to homeless, don't wash my hands. And the only thing I won't do for money is believe in God.
Welcome back, everybody. Wow. What the hell happened, man? That's John Jacobs from Summer at the South Side. Summer at the South Side with Stick Martin. How about that shit, man?
Glick loves John Jacobs.
Oh, yeah, he does, man. He tells me all the time how much he loves John Jacobs.
He does. He's
It's
like,
amazing.
dude, he'd blow him right now away.
For money.
For money. Yeah, totally.
I'd blow him.
I don't know. Okay, I know it was hard to hear everybody in the studio when I had John Jacobs here with Matty Bills.
Oh, no, it was easy to hear everybody.
Especially me.
But dude, he blew me away. I was starstruck, man. He was so funny and just like it's such a dick to me that it made it an awesome experience.
Here's
It was
the thing:
so
is,
rude to me.
Me
And
and
I loved
Glick
it.
agree on most things. I abhorrently disagree with this.
Yeah.
Because John Jacobs is hilarious.
He's a
He
rock
really
star.
is.
Man. He's an absolute rock star. He really is.
And Glick can go suck a box.
A box of what?
Full of
dildos.
Little Glicks.
Little.
Look at my little baby Glick.
Baby Glicks.
All right, so listen. They all accuse me of taking over your stupid fucking show. So I'm not going to say another word for the rest of the show. You ready? Go.
Guarantee that's not going to stand. Stand. See what I did there?
Yeah.
Back.
You lied.
In your face.
I get cramps. I don't talk. Thank you for letting me come in here, though. Seriously.
Thank you for coming.
Because I've never heard that before. Actually, I have.
Yeah.
It's over?
On my face. In my hair. What?
She doesn't even know it was me. I blame you every time she wakes up with sticky shit in her hair. I'm like, Kevin snuck in. I don't know.
Well, I mean, at this point, I jerk off so much I just come dust. So it can't be me.
So does Stephen Henry's wife.
Oh, man. Stephen Hawking was awesome tonight, man.
I want to fuck you.
I'm dating one. I like the cougar. I'm dating one.
All the personality of a mortician?
Yeah, he's very cheeky.
Morticia is hot,
or
bro.
OBGYN?
OBG1 Kenobi?
You guys are like ripping on him. He's not even here to defend himself now.
That's
the safest way to do it, dumbass.
He's way bigger than me, dude.
He is. He was big.
He's got a master's, he told me. Master's. He's very smart.
Listen.
He's not a doctor like Matt Williams, but he's smart.
Did he get it online?
I don't know. I didn't ask him.
Dude, most comics have a level of education above anybody we know.
Well, then what's Matt Williams' excuse? I don't get it. I'm kidding, Matty Bills. I love you, man. A BFF.
I refuse to be a part of this.
Why?
Because
you
demeaning
jealous?
Matt Williams is just ridiculous. I mean, respect that guy.
I love the guy. You
Fuck
know
that guy.
What I was trying to say earlier about John Jacobs, though? We're sitting here.
Go ahead.
Don't do it.
I won't.
Fucking do it. So we're sitting here.
Throat punch.
And John Silman's sitting across from me. He's sitting right there. And Jacobs is next to me. And it's at the end of the show. And Silman's like, look at you, man. Trying to fucking kiss his ass. You're going to suck his dick or something like that. And I was like, whatever. And everybody's talking.
Is that where you put the chapstick on?
No. And then, literally, Silman finished Jacob's sentence like 4 times in a row. Like, he finished his sentence for him. They're like, oh, yeah, you know, they went and did it. And I was like, fucking look at you.
He's been studying his set for fucking years.
I'm like, I'm trying to suck his dick. You're over there finishing his sentence like you guys are dating, dude. What the
Right,
fuck?
like he's got your balls in his purse.
Yeah, what is this, dude? You know? And then, dude, Silman, that was the first time I saw him, like, tilt his head back and just, like that. Just like that.
Like he was gargling fucking Listerine?
I wish PJ would. Philbert.
Me?
Yes.
And you
Does your breast stink? Come here.
No. Get closer.
Oh, that shit's delicious.
You guys want to play Homo Chicken?
What is that?
No. You stealing from another show again, huh, Kevin?
Fuck. Okay, I'm just asking.
If you don't prepare content, take someone else's.
It just came to my head. What's the big deal?
What is Homo Chicken?
It's a bit they play in the Mike Calta show, and it's where you, like, okay, Philbert and Stan...
Two straight guys have to get close to kissing until one backs away. Like
and
chicken.
that's the chicken, yeah. So
I've got nothing to lose.
I know.
Do it!
Right? You ever heard of gingivitis, motherfucker? It's contagious.
Are you making fun of Rich Keene Jr. again? Gingivitis, come on. Quit ripping on that guy, dude.
Speaking of him,
yes. Let's talk about this.
What an unusual,
awesome
wedding.
Dude, Sunshine and
Am I
Bullets.
wrong?
I got the CD right here, by the way, and I was going to give it away in the swag pack. I don't know how I ended up with it because I gave one to Luke McDermott, and but I ended up with one. And I have the...
It's the best content he's had.
Is it autographed? I don't think it is. But they autographed my guitar over there. But so we get invited to go to the wedding of
Rich and Amanda.
Rich and Amanda from Sunshine and Bullets. You've probably heard of the band. If you haven't, you need to. And it was down at the State Theater down in St. Petersburg, right there downtown, right? Central Avenue. And it was just chock full of awesome, like, musicians and friends of theirs. There's so many cool people were there. You know what I mean? Including
the Reverend had a concert T-shirt on.
It was so awesome. People had spiked up mohawks and stuff. And
dude, do you think that dude with the Madonna tits on his head was that real?
Yes, I'm sure of it.
That's
sure
badass.
Yeah. So here we are at this awesome wedding, and they're up there, doing their vows and doing their thing, and it was just like entertaining and funny and cute and just like sweet, and it was a fantastic wedding. It really was. So thanks to Sunshine and Bullets for inviting the crew from Open Mic Live, the Lori B and myself, and letting us be a part of it. It was absolutely fun, dude. I've met Tyler.
You met Moby?
I met Moby. It was amazing. He's going to be coming down here.
Is he?
Yeah. Oh, dude, I've been like texting him and talking to him. I feel like I've known him for like 20 years. You know what I mean?
I like the way you steal all my friends.
Well, I mean, I'm not stealing them.
It's because you're better than me, and then I lose them. That's what happens.
It's not how it goes, bro.
I'm taking Philbert.
Fuck, take him, dude.
Man, I'm
Son
free.
of a bitch, that was easy.
How about Homeless Chuck? Can you take Homeless Chuck too?
I'm taking Hoss.
Take Hoss with you. Hoss can drive the fucking bus, dude.
Like Ralph Cramden.
Yo, bus is ready.
You can't have Pops though.
No, you can't take Pops or Jaybird.
He can't stop me from rolling him out there. I'm not going. The fuck you ain't.
Come on, Pops. We're going to make like Christopher Reeves and roll out.
You better hope the goddamn elevator's working because otherwise you're tumbling. Anyway, wait, what just happened?
You.
I'm not saying nothing.
Dude, I just hit myself in the face with my mic again. All right, I got a story that I want to talk about.
No shit.
Have you ever gone on a casino gambling boat or online betting or been on a cruise and gone to the casino? Have you ever done anything like that, Stan?
Yeah, we went on one of those, the gambling cruise, what is it, Sun Cruise or whatever the hell it is?
Out of here, yeah.
Yeah, we went on that. And I was as successful as that as I am any other time I'm gambling. Basically what I'm doing is I've taken money that I've decided to give to someone else, and that's what I do.
Well, but
period.
Don't you drink for free? Can't you put like a couple of quarters in the slot machine and then get a free drink? Like if you're gambling, you're drinking free on that boat, right?
It's not a gumball machine at fucking Walmart. No. Yeah, a quarter will get you this.
Yeah, you would know all about gumball machines. You hang out by them all the time.
Well, yeah. I use chiclets. They make me beautiful.
You're beautiful. You're a beautiful soul.
Oh my god. You know what's funny is you came at him about his breath.
You don't know what's
funny.
funny.
I have 3 fucking teeth, and I still smell better than him.
Really?
I don't know that for sure.
Homo chicken.
Yeah, that's all you're gonna find out.
I'm just saying.
Well, check this out, man.
I'm not homo, but I'm not chicken.
Atlantic City, New Jersey. Okay, this New Jersey dude. Okay,
it's story time.
He goes into an internet gambling website, right? And on his very first spin, he wins $194,000. First spin on an internet gambling site. His name is Anibal Lopes. It looks like Lopes.
Fast forward 3 years later, he's bankrupt and killed himself.
He's been
the very next spin, he lost it all.
Let's read on. He said he was bored after work Monday night, so he created an account on the PlaySugarHouse.com website on his smartphone. So he chose a slots game. Stan, your mother's a slot. What?
I love that slot.
So he chose a slots game called Divine Fortune. And the 33-year-old won its mega jackpot on his very first spin. He says, I thought, this is not happening. I couldn't believe I won that much money. I told my wife, I don't feel well. My legs are shaking.
Can you say it like Annabelle Lopez would say it?
Yeah. I thought this is not happening, man. I couldn't believe I won that much money, man. I told my wife, honey, I don't feel well. My legs are shaking. And she says to me, this bitch come up and says, we need to get you to the emergency room because that's where we fucking go when people are sick, you know. And we go to the emergency room and I told her, no, I'm not sick. I know sick. I just won close to $194,000.
She thought no meant yes.
You asked for it, fuck. So the progressive jackpot had been building since it was last hit in September. The website, run by Rush Street Interactive, is affiliated with Atlantic City's Golden Nugget Casino. Lopes said he played other gambling sites in New Jersey sporadically since online wagering became legal.
Look at me, Kevin.
Yes.
Guess what he does for a living with that name.
He is a lawn dog, landscaper.
Stan?
Annabelle
Guess
Lopes.
what Annabelle Lopes does for a living?
Sod.
Well, he already said landscaping.
Oh,
He said sod?
Jumps fences.
Close.
Read
Read
Your
on, Kevin.
mother plays
Read on.
leapfrog on picket fences. What?
I don't know what you were doing. I thought you were reaching
I
out
was
for help.
singing. It's acting.
Read on.
Lopes said he played this. The construction company superintendent plans to use the money to pay bills, repair his house, and set up a savings account for his 6-year-old son. He usually visits Atlantic City about 6 times a year. Wait for the final sentence of this story. But now he says he prefers the convenience of gambling from his phone without having to make the 4-hour round trip from his home. So you don't have to drive to Atlantic City to make $200K.
You can lose all your money on your phone.
Exactly.
There are only 3 sentences in the story.
What?
Stan constantly makes me laugh.
Jesus.
I just made myself laugh.
So is it racist to say that I figured he would be a construction worker?
Based on his name?
He's not Italian.
What?
What would he do if he was Italian?
He would own the construction company.
A restaurant.
So, all in all, why the hell did you tell us this story?
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting. I thought you would enjoy it. I mean, I'm here for your enjoyment. I mean, I thought that was something you would like.
See, this is the advantage Mike has. Editing.
Intelligence?
No.
I'm really not happy.
I think
right
to wrap it all up, what he's saying is you should probably take more cruises, Stan, because maybe you too could win.
But, I mean, hasn't Atlantic City been irrelevant for a long time? So this guy...
Not to Annabelle Lopes.
It's like south of the border. Him and the other 3 people are the only Mexicans
He wasn't
there.
even in Atlantic City. I thought he did this on a smartphone.
How dare you assume his ethnicity?
What was his name?
Annabelle Lopes.
It's not Lopez?
I don't know. It's got an S, not a Z. Lopes or Lopez?
Lopes.
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 It's like Mike called our guest Dominique. It's a
I
dude.
heard that, yeah.
Dude.
I thought demonic. You know? It looks like demonic.
I'll take that.
It's got too many O's.
It's not funny, but it's closer. Dominique? Are you serious?
And then Dominic was like, totally like, yeah, it's all good, you know. He was like, well, I was made a couple of trailers for these movies, and it's been very successful. We had over 3 million hits on this last one. And then Mike's like, so what's coming up for what are you going to do next, Dominique? And he's like, what? What? What's you say? Why? He went straight ghetto. He went from like movie producer to straight ghetto, like, bam. What you talking about? Call me Dominique.
Yes. Oh, yes, I was calling to see if there's any tickets left for the George Benson show.
Oh, yes. Let me go ahead and take a look here.
I'm going to do a drive-by on the way home.
Hold on, I'm looking for tickets.
My girlfriend and I are really excited to go to the George Benson concert.
Yes, I'm typing it in.
She's going with you.
It looks like we've got 2 tickets left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Could you tell me?
You say my girlfriend.
Where are they close to the stage? Those tickets?
No, you called really late, sir. These tickets are actually in the last row.
The last row? You mean he just turned it on like that?
Yeah, just like that. You were fucking, totally professional to straight ghetto, like, last row? What the fuck you mean last row?
Was George Benson the guy that worked for the governor?
Oh man, he sings. He's
Benson, the butler.
He wasn't the black guy.
No, he was a black guy.
He was.
He still
I
is.
knew it. I could tell by the name.
He became the governor. Remember?
What?
Later on in the series.
Yeah, that's when the show went downhill.
The governor.
And so
Because it wasn't believable at that point.
All right. Hey, Stan, has anybody ever told you that that you look kind of like an Easter bunny? I know I have.
No, pumpkin, yes.
No,
Easter
pumpkin.
bunny, no.
You have that. You have such cheeks. You got these beautiful cheeks.
You do kind of look
fucking
like a
love
bunny.
them. I love
Oh,
them.
you should see me in my mom's heels.
What? Yes.
I got.
Not that kind of bunny.
Oh, I learned. How,
Stan, you have one of the most. Okay, I
He's
get
got
it.
a- he's got a
Everybody makes
baby
fun of-
face.
We all make fun of Stan's got a couple of teeth missing.
Yada, yada, cockabuggy.
Blah, blah. Yeah, but your smile is still just electric, and you light up the room.
Infectious.
It is, man. Your laughter is awesome. I really, really, really enjoy being around you. Everybody does. So, moving on to the next story.
Moving on.
Did you see the headphones just like do this?
In your favorite city in Ohio, Mansfield. God damn it. Mansfield, Ohio. Police say an Ohio woman has been arrested for making lewd comments to an Easter bunny. What the fuck did she tell you, man?
I'd like to suck on your carrot.
Authorities say they were called to Richland Carousel Park in Mansfield on Saturday after the woman made comments while taking a picture with the Easter bunny. The police report she began to ride the carousel after making the comments. What were the fucking comments? Arriving officers reported the 54-year-old appeared to be intoxicated.
Appeared to be 10 years younger than Stephen Henry's wife.
Oh, man.
She had slurred speech and unsteadiness on her feet.
Slim speech?
Slurred. The woman was arrested for drunkenness. That's what's on the paper? Drunkenness.
And they spelled it wrong.
We're going to have to take in your drunkenness.
It's really drunkedness with a D, isn't it?
Well, you're
No,
right.
there's just one N.
PJ never forgets the D.
Oh, I thought it was drunked.
No, it's drunkard.
PJ never forgets
Jesus,
the D.
mother
So what do you
God.
think
And
she
I'm
said
the
to the
dumbass.
rabbit?
Well, I want to know what she said. She was issued a summons to appear in court and has since been released from jail. But it doesn't say what she said!
She said exit for kids, silly rabbit.
What would she have said? What would you say to a bunny? if you were-
Webster defines drunkenness. Actually, I should say it spells drunkenness.
What, the little
with two N's.
The little black kid from the show? Webster?
Dude, that guy's awesome. He makes me feel huge.
I liked when they called him Webb.
Wow.
I like him because I can do this.
Bro, I can do this.
Oh my God.
What do you think she said to the rabbit?
What would you say to the rabbit if you were a drunken 54-year-old woman?
You want to play hide the carrot?
You keep going to carrots, man.
Because they eat carrots. They're rabbits.
Stan?
I haven't eaten a carrot in years.
Lies. Lies.
So,
You want to hide your eggs in my basket?
what would I say to who now?
What would a drunk lady sexually say to a rabbit? Easter bunny rabbit. Like at the mall, they dress up as a rabbit. She got
Not by the
arrested.
hair of my chinny chin chin.
That's pigs, dude.
Oh wait, rabbits are hairs. What? I mean, you got 50,000 fucking sounds with it, and you can't help me out,
Bro, my hands were busy.
Steven, come back.
Steven! Just put your dick in a
So,
Big Mac.
what's your answer? What's Glick's answer? What
what's
would Glick say to a rabbit?
Glick says you're about to be Holly Weinstein.
And Glick would say, "It's the end of the road."
All right, I got one more story, and then we'll get the fuck out of here.
Hey, Kevin.
Yes.
Watch me pull a rabbit out of my twat.
You have a twat?
She was just doing a magic trick.
I'll
that's
see you
all.
next Tuesday, Phil. Thank you.
Next week on the Kevin Holly Show, twit twit twat. That's a great game.
How about this one? Latest news: Carlisle Calhoun, mugshot. Chicago police.
Guilty.
Cop sucked suicidal man's toes and sexually assaulted him at a hospital.
What the hell?
Hold on. That sucks. Because if that picture wasn't there, I would have thought that was a white guy with Calhoun as his last name.
Nah, Carlisle gives it away.
It does suck.
Carlisle?
How many white guys do you know that are named Carlisle? Spelled with two Y's.
I don't know anybody named Carlisle of any race. Do you? Do you know a Carlisle?
It's just,
I know Belinda Carlisle.
It's a goddamn simple question. Do you know a Carlisle?
I don't know a Carlisle.
Okay, thank you. Nope.
Well, you're about to get familiar with this guy because he's a man who was being held by police on a misdemeanor charge and was sexually assaulted twice by one of his guards while he was at the hospital. Officer Carlisle, with 2 L's, Carlisle Calhoun, 46 years old, a 10-year veteran of the police force, faces multiple charges in the alleged assault. Now, police were holding an unnamed suspect.
Oh, my God.
He had both his arms.
You suck.
For a misdemeanor charge.
It's the Kevin Holly show.
He then began saying he was suicidal.
Jesus. You're making him nervous, Philbert.
And he was leading Calhoun and another officer to drive him to a local hospital for a psychiatric evaluation.
I was waiting for him to say psychiatric.
While the geriatric is Stephen Henry's girlfriend here.
Go ahead.
Oh. Yes!
Like a ghetto Santa Claus. What the fuck was that?
Yes! That was your Jim McMahon?
Ed McMahon.
Ed McMahon.
Jesus.
Jim McMahon was the quarterback for the Bears.
He threw the pill, remember?
Yes. With the suspect,
Sleeveless. Go ahead.
With the suspect chained to the bed and the other officer away eating food, Calhoun allegedly began giving the man relationship advice before massaging the victim's feet and then sucking his toes. So he's like, hey, man, listen, you need to dump that girl. She ain't no good for you. Mm-hmm. Look at you up in here. Y'all, in here.
God damn, you got pretty piggies.
Yeah. Let me just rub your legs. Let me rub those feet, man. Just relax.
Well, hold on, you got a little bit of dirt in between your big toe and your little toe. Let me get that out for you.
Let me get that too.
Listen, if you're out there and you're homeless and you want money from me, suck my fucking toes. I'll give you cash.
Hi, Stan. I'd like to put some gold bond in your toes.
And if you suck Kevin Holly's toes, you get a bonus.
Hi, this is Shaq Diesel. And I just want to let you know, I'd suck the shit out of them toes. Put some gold bond on your feet, and Shaq Diesel gonna suck them toes.
Dude, that was really like Night Train Lane type shit right there, bro.
Come down to my show. I'll suck your toes. All right, dude. It's time to get out of here.
Yeah.
It's time to leave, man. It's time. I've got some
I hear
fucking
my
beautiful
mom
shows,
calling.
man. Your mom's calling? Yeah, what's she saying?
Yeah, I'll tell you. She said, oh, look at this pic.
All right, so check out Open Mic Live. Not this coming Thursday, tomorrow. They will be out there having work done to the studio, but we will be at Pokey's and at Cafe Hay in downtown Tampa checking out the open mics with Stephen Henry, our guest tonight, and Stan Down Deyo. Thank you for coming. Check out WBR-FM and the IRN Internet Radio Network. Philbert, thanks for coming. Everybody have a wonderful evening. We'll see you next Wednesday with them toes.
I love you, Philbert.
Kevin's getting tired. It's time to end the show. He really freaking blow. It's end of the Kevin Holly Show.
I'd like to thank you for listening to the Kevin Holly Show. I hope you've had as much fun as we have bringing it to you. It's really been a pleasure. And be sure and get us again next week.
Okay, bye-bye.